What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Basement. We're back here in the basement for the New York Rangers revenge game versus the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. It is the revenge game because we lost opening night in the Garden 4-0, so it's our time to beat them in their house. How could I forget? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. Rocco Remembrance Board. Yep, Rocco Remembrance Board, guys. Rocco Remembrance Board. That's what we got up right now. Always going to remember our Rocco, man. Always. So what's going on tonight? Let's keep this thing going and live. What is going on? Rangers had a great game against Buffalo, won 4-0. Won 4-0 the other night, which was good because we lost the other nothing, right? So that was good. Gunner, OG Cellar Dweller Basement Bouncer accounted for. Gunner in the basement. Let's go. Let's go. The Sabres played tonight, right? Are they playing the Islanders? Aren't the Sabres playing tonight? Andre, go New York, go New York, go. What is happening, man? What's happening? Everybody's in tonight. Glad we could get this thing out. All these things are popping up, so the Sabres still suck. Let's go. Hey, see that right there? Jets. Jets. I'm with you, Gunner. You and I are in the same boat, my man. Same boat. So it sucks to have our team just like let us down right off the bat. And what's up with UPL? Why didn't he play the other night, Gunner? I didn't catch, like I told you in the Discord, I didn't catch you guys right away. So when I came home, they were already winning, but I saw UPL. He didn't even start, huh? He didn't even start. So I don't know what happened there, man, but who's this guy, Lion? Is he a new guy to the team? Andre, what's good? Andre, man, you should join into the Discord, Andre. Let me get you the Discord, man. You got to join us, man. Andre, let me pull up my Discord right now. I'm going to drop the link, man. You need to join us. I'm going to be on for a lot of Knicks games this year. The Rangers. I might do the Jets tomorrow morning, guys. Why? I don't know. We get to humiliate ourselves in a whole other country, in London. They're playing the Broncos tomorrow, which miraculously came back last week against the Eagles. And the let me see if I get the link. Hold on a second here, Andre. Andre, yeah, I'm dropping it in right now. Andre, anybody else? That's the Discord, man. Hop in with us, Andre. Andre Green, let's go. Let me catch up. Sabres still suck, yeah. Read that. Yes, we are. Lamario, another cellar dweller accounted for. Lamario's in the base. What's up? We're playing Boston tonight at the TD Garden. We'll go Buffalo there. I'll never go for Boston unless they're playing the Islanders. Then I'll go for Boston. That's the only time. Boston's not going to be any good this year either. He's injured. That's why he didn't play. Yeah, I was wondering why, because when I turned the game, I was going to do that game. I just didn't get home till late. You guys remember Stella? There she is. She got her new perch. Nice big perch right there. A lot more space for her to move around. So she's getting used to it right now. So, yeah, I saw UPL wasn't in. I was like, oh. And then we had Vincent Trocheck. One of our main guys got hurt in that game, upper body injury. Sabres play Boston tonight. Yep. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Angus, our soccer ambassador. Angus, man, my Red Bulls. 15 straight years making the MLS playoffs. Didn't make it this year. They just – it's amazing. You had Choupo-Moting. The guy has a great season, man. We just – Lewis Morgan and Cameron Harper not being there really hurt us, man, because and our defense just wasn't there. There you go. Oh, that was me. Josh, what's going on? Josh, thanks for key. I know I saw that. Josh. I wasn't big on giving up Keandre Miller, man. I wasn't big on it. I didn't like it. I know he had an off year last year, but he wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one, Josh. Lexi Lafreniere had an off year. Adam Fox had an off. I mean, like the whole team crumbled last year. I know, man. I know. And I got a Keandre Miller jersey, man. Now it's there. I just got it. I mean, I got it 2 years ago. I was like, this guy's not going anywhere. That's why, honestly, for today's players, I'll only get players like Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. He's not going anywhere. But even if he does, he's already an all-time Knick. Igor Shesterkin, I get a lot of his jerseys because he's not going anywhere. And if he does, he's already a great player for the Rangers by the time he leaves. Keandre Miller wasn't here long enough. I mean, Jets jerseys, most of mine are legends. Curtis Martin and Joe Klecko and Mark Gastineau, Namath. Modern day players, I had C.J. Mosley. He was a solid linebacker for the Jets for 5 years. I mean, I got a Sauce Gardner, and for the most part, my Jets jerseys are all like for the 4 years, like the 4 times they actually were really good. So Igor had a 37 shot shutout the other night. 36 or 37 shot shutout. 37 shots shut out. Now this guy Silovs for the Penguins shut us out the other night. So we gotta handle that tonight. We gotta handle that. Season has been very weird. The Ravens are one of the Raven, and on top of that, Lamario, they're going to be in some brutal storm. We got a lot of bad weather coming up this way. You're going to be in some brutal storm tomorrow. It's going to be a brutal storm tomorrow, man, and Monday. They said it's going to be a nasty game for Baltimore. It is a weird season. And look at Daniel Jones and the Colts. Daniel Jones. Shout out to the Giants. They pounded out the Eagles, man. Pounded them out. Yeah, Gunner, I know, man. I know. We were putting that thing together, Gunner, but I know, man. I know. I saw the highlights of it, and I'll tell you what, man. It's gonna. Who do you got? Who do you guys got for the World Series matchup? Man, I feel bad for that Phillies pitcher, man. That was terrible. And people that are blaming him and ripping on him, well, not for nothing, but where were the Phillies bats? Where was Bryce Harper? Where was Kyle Schwarber? Where were the guys that could? You know, you hear all this stuff. It's always about who doesn't hit on the Yankees, right? Well, Aaron Judge had a great postseason, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. How about Bryce Harper and Kyle? These guys are paid big-time dollars. They didn't do anything. Nothing. So, and to think that Seattle faced Skubal twice, Gunner. They faced Skubal twice and got past him, man. That's a lot to say for that because the Mariners don't have superstars. Cal Raleigh was not a superstar before this season. He hit 60 home runs. He had a bomb season. I'm talking about like great superstars all along, like Freddie Freeman and Betts and Judge and Ohtani. You know, like players like that are just perennial stars, Vladimir Guerrero. The Mariners don't have anybody like that. Julio Rodriguez is good. They got some nice players, but I wouldn't put Julio Rodriguez in the category of the players I just mentioned. And they did it, man. They really did it. I'm happy for them. I think they're the only team that never make, not talking about winning. Correct me somebody if I'm wrong, but I believe the Seattle Mariners are the only team to never even make a World Series. I think they're the only ones. Seth, Eagles, Flyers, Sooners, Eagles. Seth, what's going on tonight? Go Flyers, man. Go Flyers. That's all right. All fans are welcome here, Seth. Glad to see you here, man. Glad to see you here. I know they lost to the Panthers the other night. My Lightning lost the other night to Ottawa. When the Rangers were done, I flipped over to that, and they lost late in the game. So we're underway here, just under 18 minutes left in the first period. The game just started. We got to beat Pittsburgh, man. They shut us out in our home opener with our classic Centennial jerseys on. So we got to change that. We got to change that tonight. Angus, Jet setters will be testing Johnny's jet theories overseas. We embarrass ourselves. They embarrass themselves, their families, and their fans in the United States. And now we get to do it abroad. Tomorrow's game is 9:30 in the morning. if I come on, guys, it might be a little past. I'll put you this way. If I miss the first 10 minutes of the first quarter, then I'll be on when the Jets are down 21-0. If I miss the first 10 minutes, the Broncos will probably be up by 14 or 17 points. But the Rangers play tomorrow night too, so we'll see, man. But I'd like to be on at least once tomorrow. So it's supposed to be nasty weather up here, so I may just do the Jets tomorrow morning. Bruin, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for, and Basement Bouncer in the basement. What's up, Bruin, man? What's up, Bruin? Great to see you in here, man. Get back to some hockey. This is a revenge game. They beat us in our own home. Now, I know the score was 3-0, but the last two were empty netters. It was 1-0 for a long, long time. We just couldn't get our act together on offense. And we got a great coach with Mike Sullivan. We finally got a really good coach. And for those that don't know, he was an assistant under John Tortorella for the Rangers in, I believe it was from 09 to 12, around there. David Quinn is back. He was also the Rangers head coach, rookie head coach from 18 to 21. He is back with the Rangers as an assistant for special teams and offense. The guy's specialty is that. So we got a good coaching staff. Got a really good coaching staff. So let's see what we can do tonight. Way back. Another Cellar Dweller in first. Ozzy accounted for. Way back. Way back. Way back. What's up with that? What is up with that? Hear the Lions roar, man. 44 years I've been a Jets fan. I've never even seen them in a Super Bowl. Forget about winning one. I've never even seen them in one. I picked up the AFL in March of 2022 and have seen the Lions, who I picked. Believe it or not, way back, there was a couple comments, not regular Aussies, but a couple of comments from people to me that were like, oh, you're a bandwagon American jumping on the Lions bandwagon. I'm like, not true. Look up my video from March of 22 when I picked my AFL teams. I picked the Lions. They hadn't even made a granny in a long, long time. They hadn't won one since 2003. So I am not a bandwagon Lions fan. And they've been in there. So anyway, back to my point. I've never seen the Jets in 44 years in a Super Bowl. I see the Lions in 3 premierships in a row. They lost the first one, then won back-to-back. NASCAR driver, Joey Logano, 3-time champ. I saw him win last year, so I had some good stuff going on last year. Victor, another Cellar Dweller accounted for. Victor's in the basement. The Rangers they're pressing. Just shoot it. Shoot it. We are putting the pressure on now. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's what happened. Oh, no. Gabriel is Fox by himself. Get back over there. Good defense. Good defense. They were crashing the net too much, man. One missed pass, it gets intercepted. They go right down the other way, and no one's around. We got lucky there. I know, Stella. You see that? Way back. You haven't. That's the new bird. That's Stella. No one will ever replace Rocco. We always have Rocco's jersey memory board there. But Stella is here. Catalina McCall. I'm about to bring her up closer to the TV in a second. Penguins pressing. They're pressing. Down low. Save, Igor. 14-10. Victor, how you been, man? All right, we cleared it out of the zone. Andre, shout out to Stella. Yes. What did Angus call it? A Stella Dweller. Stella Dweller. Yes, I'm going to bring her up here in a second. Lamario, I was very disappointed with the way the new Yankees played in that American League. The business series against the Blue Jays. Yep, we got destroyed by the Blue Jays. We did. Those first 2 games were an embarrassment. And I'll tell you what, Jeter kind of hinted at, he doesn't think Aaron Boone's making all these calls, by the way. Oh, Igor, great save. It was, you know why it was a great save? Because again, it went wide of the net. It looked from my angle, it looked like he bounced it off his elbow. But whatever the case, they missed. Yeah, Lamario, that was an absolute embarrassment. Embarrassment. And Luke Weaver, what happened to him in one season? What happened to Luke Weaver? Now I'll tell you what, Devin Williams was not the closer we thought he was going to be. But I'll tell you what, he did well in the 7th and 8th inning when they brought him in. That's not what we paid him for, to be the closer, but Bednar's our closer now, right? So would you keep Devin around for the 7th or 8th inning? Yeah, remember, man, he The pressure of the 7th and 8th inning, the pressure of the 9th inning killed him, but the 7th and 8th, he wasn't bad. But Luke Weaver, what happened to him? I love Fernando Cruz. Man. That guy is a lightning rod. But yeah, Lamario, this is another year. Like, is Aaron Judge going to join Henrik Lundqvist and Patrick Ewing as New York legends and sports legends that didn't get a ring? Give me a break, man. Is that what we're doing here? Kind of weird about the Red Bulls not making. I know, Angus. I know. And the only way they could have made it was the Chicago Fire had to outright lose the last 2 games because they were up by 5 points on the Red Bulls. And the Red Bulls had to win outright and get the 6 points. Didn't happen. Their defense was terrible this year too, man. It was too much wide open area. They left Coronel out to dry a few times. Very strange. Phillies need to re-sign Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, man. They're going to let him walk. I was surprised a few years ago when the Red Sox had Schwarber for 1 year and let him go. The Red Sox are weird. They don't know how to build a dynasty. They win some championships, but then they go right back to doing nothing. They don't know how to build dynasties. You had Betts and Xander Bogaerts and Rafael Devers. And, you've had some players, and then you added Schwarber along the way. Betts might have been gone by then, but you win what they could have had a dynasty, man, and they just keep giving these guys away. I think their owner is similar to Woody Johnson. Probably a little bit better than that because he has won a championship, but you look at the Red Sox lineup when they won in 2018, how are a lot of those guys still not there? They could have won multiple ones. Very strange. Slumby, another cellar dweller accounted for. Slumby's in the basement. Arsenal has been doing insane lately, I know. He has been doing crazy lately, man. Has been doing crazy. Look at Pittsburgh giving Mike Sullivan, our new coach, a standing ovation, which they should. He was over there over 10 years, won 2 championships. Pittsburgh, one of the best teams in the game. So he's getting a standing ovation tribute to him in Pittsburgh right now, and he's going to pay them back and thank them by beating the Penguins tonight. So let's do it. It's going to take a minute for the Rangers to come around on it, but let's go. Victor, I went 5 hours calling the Tigers-Mariners game. I had a great time calling it. Isn't that great, Victor? And, Victor, I do got to get in one of your streams. I know you've been posting it, man. I've been so busy. That's why I haven't even been on here. But isn't it great, Victor, when you do, when I do a Buffalo Bill game or I do when I did the Bruins, actually I was stressed because I wanted the Bruins to beat the Islanders. But when you do a team that's not your team, it's stress-free. You just want to see a great game. You have no dog, you have no skin in the game. Rangers coming down. Shoot it. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful pass by Sam Garrett to Mika. Goal, 1-0 Rangers. 1-0 Rangers. There you go, Mika. Back on track. You shoot the puck. That's what we pay you for. Remember last year, guys? Last year, Mika would never shoot the puck. You're supposed to shoot it. That's what you do. Beautiful. They came right down on a breakaway. Sam Carrick, who I'm glad they kept, great fourth-line centerman. Boom, right to him. Right to Mika. Bam. Let's go. Let's go. 1 second, guys. Oh, and the Devils are playing the Lightning right now, too. I don't want to do a Lightning game in here, too. I will be doing Lightning games. That's for sure. All right. This is good. Sorry, guys. You already know the deal. All right, 11:51 left in the first period. And Victor, what I was saying to you, yeah, Victor, isn't it great? Isn't it great going 5 out? And you have no stress. You have no worries. Bruin says up the way back. I'll say another thing, too. Losing to the Blue Jays was very disappointing, as Lamario said. Good save by Igor, man. Good save. At least we didn't lose to the Red Sox. At least playing them is just as stressful for their fans as it is for ours. Because the Red Sox do, I'll give them credit. They do seem to really step it up a few notches when they play us. I have friends that are Red Sox fans, and they always say, we wish we would do this against other teams, but when we play the Yankees, the Red Sox step it up like 10 notches, man. They really do. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but man, you're right. Like a couple of my Red Sox friends say, they're like, how come they don't do this against other teams? How is he just walking up to the net? Come on, Borgen, you got to lay him out. This ain't the Jeff Bookaboom days. He would have been laid out. And even earlier than that. Hey, Bruin, Angus, that was a good stream, Victor. That's good. Oh, Angus, you were in there. Good. And Victor knows his stuff. I mean, he's been here long enough with us guys. He knows his stuff. Everybody in here knows their stuff. I always say we don't have the biggest chat, but we have one of the most knowledgeable chats. Everybody in here, there's no casual fans in here. And if there is, we always end up calling them out when a fly-by-nighter comes in here. They had 472 pitches yesterday. Wow, really? I didn't get that deep into it. Wow. As a matter of fact, I didn't see any of it. So that's a lot. 400, is that a record, Gunner? Vakanainen, the Cooley, Will Cooley shot, save. We're hovering around. Oh, they cleared it out. Get back there, Vakanainen. Get back there. Kyle Schwarber was a beast. Kyle Schwarber, how can Phillies let him walk? The Phillies can't let him walk. Can't let him walk. Angus, I checked out the first one today, Victor. It was cool. Way back, just kicking back, waiting for Bathurst to start. That's right. Bond has been sending me update on links. It's on at the wrong time in the morning for me. It's exciting though. Hey, man, Shane Van Gisbergen, by the way, SVG way back, he made the NASCAR playoffs. He's been eliminated since. But, oh, another shot. Hold on from way back. SVG is one, which will have to happen next season. Oh, no, it can still happen in the playoffs. I'll take that back. SVG is one short of Jeff Gordon's record of winning 6 straight road courses in NASCAR. 6 straight road courses. SVG doesn't do very well in the ovals yet. He's still learning the oval way back, which it's so funny because a lot of people are like, oh, you guys just drive in circles. That's easy. SVG, who's a 3-time champion from Australia's Supercars, says, oh, no, it's not easy. The ovals are not easy. He said it's been a tremendous challenge for him and one he's enjoying. He did have a top 10 finish, though, this season in the ovals. He's getting better at it. But it's not as easy as people think. Oh, you just make left turns and just drive in a circle. That's easy. SVG is a monster road course driver. He dominates in the road courses here, but not on the oval. But he's getting better. I pull for SVG way back. I just wish he would drive a Mustang and not a Camaro, and it'd make me a little bit easier to go for him. But I like that he's the legend that he already is, and he is still taking on challenges. It's awesome. Damn, that's insane, Gunner. That is insane. Johnny got to be the biggest Jets hater as a fan. Oh my gosh, man. I'm gonna try. Like I said, if I come on tomorrow at 9:30, I might be a little late. But if I'm 10 minutes late, the Jets will already be down 21-0. I promise you. If I show up and let's just say 10 football minutes have passed. 10 football minutes has passed. They'll be down 17-0 minimum. Minimum. You're right, Slumby. I'm 44 years in. If the Jets aren't going to put up a fight, why should I put up a fight for them? I'll just come on here and just mock them. I love them to death. I don't believe in switching teams. I think that's crap. People that jump from this team, oh, well, this team's winning now. Now I'll be a Chiefs fan. No, now I'll be an Eagles fan. Now I'll be, you guys get it. Now I'm going to be a Florida Panthers fan because they've won 2 in a row. And now, no, that's whack. That's lame. You don't have any, even though they're horrendous memories with the Jets. Years ago when the Yankees were winning in the 90s, years ago, when they were winning multiple times, people were like, oh, man, you're a bandwagoner. I'm like, yeah, I'm a bandwagon guy, right? My other teams are like the Knicks and the Jets, the Rangers, who only won 1 in 50 years at that point. So, and the Knicks were making playoffs every year. The Knicks made the playoffs every year in the 90s. But after that, they didn't do much. So I don't believe in bandwagoning. So, yeah, Slumby, I'm just going to rip on the Jets. That's all. 44 years, and I've seen 4 AFC championship games. You know what the Jets Super Bowl is? Does anybody know? There's a trivia question. It's not the real Super Bowl, but what victory do you think the Jets had in the playoffs that was the Jets Super Bowl to the fans? The Jets Super Bowl to the fans. What was it? Anybody know? What team, and the Jets were the away team, what team did the Jets – oh, breakaway again! What team did the Jets beat in their house in the playoffs that is a Jets fan Super Bowl? It's really pathetic, but that's the closest we're going to get. It's running here around 10 p.m. Eastern time. What's that, Seth? You know me, man. I'm on a roll. I don't even know what we're talking about there. Tell me, remind me. Doing good, Angus. I'm going to bring her up in a second here, guys. I'm just catching up on these. We're trying to. Doing good, Bruin. Penguins bringing it back down. 8 minutes left in the first period. 1-0 Rangers still. Both teams only have 4 shots apiece on goal. Right in front of net. What a glove save by Igor. What a glove save. And I mean like full stretch whap. If anybody's watching this, full stretch sliced out of the air. Amazing. I miss Sam Rosen. Victor, you know what I'm talking about. Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti. I met Dave Maloney is a great announcer. He announced Ranger. He was our Ranger radio broadcaster for 20 years. So they moved him up to the TV booth. Great. Kenny Albert is our other partner. Kenny Albert's a great national commentator, announcer, but he's going to be the regular Ranger guy now. While can you guys get the puck out of there? Yeah, the Jets are an absolute disgrace. They're a disgrace. Like I said, man, I'm probably going to do the game tomorrow. I mean, I still wear my Jets jerseys and wear Jets stuff around, and I get laughed at, and people tell me, "Oh, man, do you know your team sucks?" Wow, really? Wow, what an update. Wow, the Jets suck. That's what people tell me. That's all you got? I've known that forever. Like, that's it? You're going to try to shame me for wearing a Jet jersey? I'm loyal, man. But telling me they suck that stings. Is that supposed to sting? I already know that. I mean, that's common. Seattle might not have big name stars, but they have insane depth. Unfortunately, they just exhausted their entire pitching core. Now, that is true, Gunnar, and sometimes it takes a whole team, which the Yankees, as many people say, oh, they buy their championships. BS, man. The late 90s, the Yankees were a team of not a lot of stars, and the stars they had were homegrown. Scott Brocious. Anybody? Is that a household name to anybody? Scott Brocious? Anyone? Charlie Hayes? Anyone remember Charlie Hayes? Household name, legend, Hall of Famer? Huh? Anyone? You guys know what I'm talking about? Chuck Knobloch? Was he a legend of the game? These are the guys that the Yankees brought in that we bought championships with. These guys were regular team players. Tino Martinez is a great player. Hall of Famer? No. He came in after Don Mattingly. Talk about pressure. Mariano Duncan. Everybody remember him? Mariano Duncan? Anyone remember him? Derek Jeter. Oh, he was homegrown. Jorge Posada. Oh, he was homegrown. Mariano, homegrown. Andy Pettitte, homegrown. Bernie Williams, homegrown. So when people say, oh, you guys bought your rings, and that's stupid now because everybody seems to love the Dodgers, right? Everybody pays for players now. Everybody. Nobody has a problem with the Mets overpaying for players because, right? No one has a problem with them. Just saying. That Yankee team played like a team. Small ball. Move the runners around. Get runners on base. Move them around. I think the biggest name player that the Yankees bought during the early 90s World Series was Cecil Fielder. All right, Penguins are down. The Penguins are on a 2-minute power play right now. They have 8 shots to our 4. This is their second power play. The first power play, they scored 0 goals. We got 6 minutes left in the first period. Yes, Seth, they were bad. They were bad in the ALDS. Bad. You know who wasn't bad? Aaron Judge, and all the haters can't stand that they can't rip on Judge. Can't rip on him at all. He had a humongous playoffs. Aaron Judge should get MVP, period. He should be MVP, Cal Raleigh. The only reason that he is in the discussion is because he's a catcher, switch-hitting catcher that hit 60 home runs. That's what he's only beaten Judge in like 2 categories. Judge has every other category beat. But Judge is going to end up falling into the, the guy like the Tom Brady or LeBron. You're tired of giving the same guy MVP. So Cal Raleigh also passed Mickey Mantle this year, which was huge. It's a switch hitting home run total. And that's what he beat Judge in. Judge's OPS was like 50 points higher than Cal's. That's meaningful. It's like 50 points higher than Cal's. That's an underrated statement, Seth. Yep, they were bad. And I love, you know what? And everybody loves it. Everybody loves when the Yankees lose. You got 27 rings. We got them. People think that when the century turned, all of a sudden the ring count starts over. It doesn't. And it's not living in history. Seth, don't ask the question that most Philly fans ask me. When's the last time you won one? When we beat the Phillies in 2009. So I'm not living in the past. Currently today. How many rings do the Yankees have right now today? 27. That's why everybody hates the Yankees. Everybody hates them. But they're fine with the Dodgers, right? Isn't it funny that like LeBron gets hated on for switching teams with better players to win championships, but Ohtani is loved. Ohtani left the Angels, couldn't win there, and went to a fully loaded team. No one has a problem with that. Just funny how different sports have different attitudes toward things. I like Shohei Ohtani, don't get me wrong. And I like LeBron. So I'm just saying. 3:50 left. We shut down the power play, penalty kill, good. But the space that the Yankees rent in people's heads is amazing. Red Sox fans hung on every pitch after they lost to the Yankees just to say the Yankees suck. They hadn't even made the playoffs since 2021, and they won 1 playoff game. They couldn't beat the Yankees, so they had to go for the Jays to beat them. And I don't mind the Jays beating us. I like the Jays. I like Vladimir Guerrero. I want Guerrero to get a ring now that my team is out. And the Yankees were bad. The Yankees were terrible. Absolutely shameful. In the first 2 games, it was shameful. They came back in the third, thank goodness. It was shameful. Absolutely shameful. So I'll give you guys that. I'm not going to defend that. Yankee Kyle. Speaking of the Yankees, Yankee Kyle. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Yankee Kyle in the base. What's up, Yankee? When are you going back on your channel, Yankee? Let me know. Bathurst, 11:45 a.m. our time, which is in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh, all right. Well, that's maybe 9 o'clock here. Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. That's awesome, Bond. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for your updates on the Bathurst. We were just talking about SVG. Let me catch up on this, and I'll get back to that. Victor, Christopher Bell is locked in. 3rd now. Oh, yeah. These final 8. And what, Victor? Joey Logano on the ropes again, and he found a way. Ross Chastain hit Denny Hamlin last week. Did you see this? Chastain's car turns. He has to finish ahead of Logano. Logano was 10 points behind him with like 9 laps to go. And Chastain, if you guys didn't see this, he starts reversing to the finish line, and Logano like just passed him. Chastain was reversing to the line. Like he almost beat him in reverse. Logano beat him. But Victor, all the haters of Joey Logano, the guy keeps finding a way. You keep letting him back in. You keep letting him hang around. Don't let the 3-time champ Logano hang around. Don't do it. Victor, you know, right? Last year they let him hang around, and what happened? 3-time champ. Way back today, man, just sent JB a link to watch Bathurst. Yes, sir, and I got them, man. I will be watching those. Way back, yep, SVG won another road race. He's now challenged. Yes. Way back, Jeff Gordon has the NASCAR record, 6 road course wins in a row. That is the record. Jeff Gordon is a NASCAR legend. SVG wins 1 more, and he will tie him. All he needs to do is win 1 more road course. Again, SVG is learning the ovals now. He doesn't do well in the ovals. And he's admitted, Bond just jumped in, but it's true. He's admitted that it's not easy. He said, everybody thinks it's easy. Oh, you just drive in a circle. He goes, it ain't easy at all. It's a different style of driving. He's gotten better at it. Like I said, if he drove a Mustang, I'd really be going for him. But I pull for him anyway because I love when legends admit they have a challenge in front of them, and they go after that challenge. But SVG on the road course is a monster, absolute monster. And everybody knows it. Good day, everyone from Bond. Anthony, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. Shoot it! 2:30 left. The Rangers are still up 1-0. For those that don't know, the Penguins ruined our home opener and beat us 3-0. 2 of them were on empty netters. And we're in their house 2 days later or 3 days later, and we're ready to beat them in their house. We're up 1-0, 2:22 left in the first. What's up, Bond? Beating New England. Oh, Gunnar, by the way, man, come on, man. How did the Bills lose to the Patriots? How did that happen? How did the Bills lose to the Patriots, man? Of all teams, I can't stand the Patriots. How did the Bills lose to them? I was hoping they were going to blow them out. Patriot fans, Gunnar, are running their mouths now about how they're going to run the division again, and Buffalo is nothing to them. I'm listening to things like this, Gunnar. What's up, Bon? Need to get the beers for the big race. Baby shower. Do they still have them? One playoff, Jets. No, well, that was the question. The Jets have one ring. The Jets were given one opportunity to win a Super Bowl, and they won it. But no. The Jets Super Bowl, let's say in recent times, because we do have a Super Bowl win. But in recent times, the Jets have another Super Bowl win. Who was it against in the playoffs? Tony, good day, mate. Good day. What's up? Had a baby. Tony had a baby. You did, Tony? That's a pretty neat trick. Joe Expo, another cellar dweller accounted for. Joe, you made it. You showed up. I haven't been on a lot either. I'm about to introduce Stella in between periods for those that haven't met her yet. And for those that don't know, we have our Rocco memory board. Rocco did pass away. For those that don't know, our forever basement mascot will always be with us. All his jerseys are lined up here. I miss him every day. That's why he's my profile pick. But Stella is our new base, as Angus named her, Stella Dweller. She is the good save by 21 seconds left. Good save by Igor, man. Yankee Kyle, good evening, brother. Did I back up? Didn't we say that already? But anyway, what's up again, Yankee Kyle? William, what's going on? William, man, what's happening? Yeah, I've been busy, man. These guys know I've been updating them, man. I've been busy. Good to see you back in here, though, man. Thanks for still supporting the channel. Way back, Igor must have an eagle eye and reflexes. Do you have the game right now? What was that? Oh, wow. She knocked her toy over. It's all right, baby. You're good. 12 seconds left, everybody. This is a Catalina McCaw, Stella. She is just about 8 months old now. She was hatched in February, right out of that. February. Catalina McCaw. Stella is awesome. She's such a sweetheart. She's very nice. She's very loving. She is a sweetheart, guys. Yep. Great to see you too, William, man. Raiders. What's up with the Raiders? You're in the same boat as me right now, William. You're in the same boat as me. False hopes and dreams. Geno, what happened to Geno Smith? What has happened to Geno? Goodness gracious, a guy goes to your team and he's trash. That's what would happen if he came back to the Jets. He would have been like that again. Like, what's going on with Geno? Hi, baby. Oh, I better put that away. Hold on. She tried to go right after the chain. It's not there anymore. Way back, you are watching the game, right? Look at that. In the last seconds, we tried to give it up. Same garbage from people. They're like, oh, the Raiders suck. Tell me something. Yeah, exactly, William. Like, wow, that took a lot of thought. Jets suck. Wow. How could you wear that jersey? Yo, I'm a real fan. What, am I going to switch teams? That's crazy. And what, am I going to switch teams because my team sucks? No, I'll never switch teams. I'll rip on them, but I'll never switch. Like you, William, the Raiders haven't been good in forever. You're still a Raider fan. Love the jersey, man. My favorite Raven. Yeah, I know, man. I love this one too, man. I love this one too. Got plenty. I'm going to try to, like I told the guys, William, I'm going to try to be on at least twice a week. I'm trying to be on tomorrow morning for the Jets at 9:30. We're going to take our embarrassment, humiliating show to London to play the Broncos. So now technically, I agree with Parcells' statement. You are what your record says you are, right? The Jets are 0-5. That's what they are. We did have 3 games, though. Like when the Bucs are like, yo, we own you. I'm like, you own us? You had needed a last-second field goal to beat us. And the Jets versus the Bucs in history, that's only the 4th time the Bucs have ever beaten the Jets. The Jets are 10-4. That's actually one rivalry, or not a rivalry, but that's one all-time history record I can brag about. The Jets have beaten the Bucs 10 out of 14 times. So when the Bucs fans went on my door, we own you. You own us? You didn't even own us in that game. You almost blew it. We had 3 in the Steelers game in the first game of the season. Could have won that. Could have won the Buck game, and could have won who was the third? The Bills blew us out. The Cowboys blew us out. There was another one in there. The Dolphins. We fumbled that game away. 2 fumbles right on the goal line. That's our MO. If we drive down the field, it's going to be interception or a pick 6, right? There's a normal interception, which we will do. A pick 6, that's definitely can happen. A fumble or a field goal. Don't ever think touchdown. If we have 1st and goal on the goal line, don't get touchdown out of your brain. Fumble, interception for a touchdown, or a field goal. Don't ever think touchdown. We don't do that. Penn State just lost their QB for the rest of the season. Wow. Oh, yeah, we just went over the Yankees, William. I know I'm a little behind, but yeah. Mustang, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the starting grid. Mustang, guys. Mustang. Let's go. Yes, I am a Mustang fan. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sorry nobody showed up in that game 4. Judge was the only one. That's right. And all the haters, William, all the haters hate that they can't rip on Judge. Turning Orlando versus Vancouver better play well against LAFC if they meet. Isn't that funny how Vancouver was like the team, Angus, the team all year long, and all of a sudden LAFC has taken over the map. You know who I think is a sleeper team in the MLS playoffs coming up? Minnesota. Minnesota is always a team to me that people they know they're good, but they kind of like overlook Minnesota. Sinclair is a real good goalkeeper, man. Minnesota's got a team that can surprise. That's going to be my sleeper. That's going to be my dark horse team in the Western Conference, Angus. Minnesota's my sleeper team. Just remember, I said that here. Bon, it's going to take JB 2 days to read all the chat. Yeah, as always. Because when each people come in, I like to give you guys the respect. Now, if you guys are just saying hello to each other, I'll just blow past those. But for the most part, yeah. William Boone is not the guy. I agree. He's not the guy. He's not the guy. But Jeter did say something during the post game that he doesn't believe Boone's calling all the shots. I think it's coming from upstairs what moves to make. Wouldn't surprise me. Boone makes me sick. Well, I got to tell you, there are times, when you put in, Luke Weaver was good last year. So when you put him in situational times, that's not really on the manager. That's you have the right guy in. The fans know the right guy's coming in. And Luke Weaver really kind of sucked. At the end, man, he was getting blasted. And he kept giving him extra chances. I do like that he moved Devin Williams out of the closer position to the 7th or 8th inning. He seemed to do a lot better then. But I know what you mean, William. I'm not a Boone fan. I do like that he sticks up for his players, but I'm not a Boone fan. And what about Anthony Volpe, guys? Hey, you know what? Anthony Volpe, to me, I think he's seen his day with the Yankees. I mean, how much more do they think they have another Jeter on their hands? Volpe seems to wake up in the playoffs, though. Isn't that weird? The guy can't hit the broadside of a barn all season long, but in the playoffs, he does a little bit better. But his fielding was horrendous this year. His batting was horrendous. Do you know that he had left more runners on base in scoring position than any other batter in the game? Not on the team, in the game. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, doing great, William. Hope to be hope the same for you. Yeah, great to see you too, man. Always be loyal to my Yankees, Raiders, and Rangers, right? It's the way it is. How can you just – I don't get people that hop team to team. Oh, they're no good. You should – I've had people tell me all the time, you should leave the Jets. Be a Buffalo Bills fan. You're in New York, and be a Bills fan. Why would I switch teams? If the Jets are out, I wouldn't mind seeing Josh Allen win a ring. The dude deserves a ring. I've said it in here 100 times. Gunnar brought up the greatest analogy. Josh Allen and Igor get all the blame when the teams don't win. Oh, man, these guys are overrated. These guys don't get it done. Look at the money they're getting paid, and they don't get it done. Igor and Allen, right, they're the problem. They're the problem. The Bills and the Rangers should get rid of both of them, right, because they're the problem. It's ludicrous, but that's what people want you to believe. Even the media, these guys never get it done. Igor doesn't score goals, and Josh Allen throws passes. He doesn't catch them. And when he's hitting guys like in last year's playoffs, like, sorry to hit you right in the hands. Sorry to throw the ball right at your numbers. Sorry, man. Like, I mean, and he gets the blame for that. It's absolutely insane. I have the same jersey you have on. Yeah, I have a Keandre Miller one just like this too, man. I still don't like that they got rid of Keandre Miller. I still don't like it. I don't like it. Unless this Sean Morrow kid we got back for him ends up being really well. He's in the on the Hartford Wolfpack, the AHL right now. So we'll see. Yeah, always positive in here, William. And if I do the Jets tomorrow, which I really want to do tomorrow morning, I just come on and make fun of them. Like Slumby said, I'm the biggest Jet fan that hates on them the most, or however he worded it. Because it's true. They deserve to get hated on. They deserve to get hated on. If they're not going to put up a fight, why should I fight for them? I'll be loyal, but I'm just going to make fun of them. Welcome in, Ruiz. Anyone know where we can watch the game for free? The Rangers game? I have no idea. Would have no idea. You might be able to – well, that wouldn't be – go to ESPN Plus. And I think they give you a trial, like a 7-day trial period. Oh, you know what? NHL Center Ice. NHL Center Ice, I believe, gives out the first week to 10 days of games for free. Go to NHL Center Ice on your cable provider, whoever your cable provider is. And NHL Center Ice should have the game. I think they have the first 10 days of the NHL season for free to promote it. I'm not sure if Bathurst is on Fox Sports in the U.S., but I shared the link to watch it on Johnny's Discord. Yeah, Bond did put the link in there. Leafs Wings game on Monday, initially scheduled 4 p.m. Oh, yeah, Gunner. I think I might actually, and Lamario, I think I might actually have the Sabre game on here. Sabres and Bruins. Let's see what's going on there for you Buffalo fans, if I get it. Oh, it's the end of the first period for them, too. Bruins are up 1-0. You guys probably already knew that. All right. Well, there we go. Victor, Joey is a true NASCAR champ. He is what Mark Martin would have been had he ever won Class O. Exactly. And he has such haters, Victor. Joey Logano has a ton of haters that say, oh, now, Victor, and anybody else in here, even if you don't watch NASCAR, listen to this theory from NASCAR fans about Joey Logano. Last year, he won his third title, okay? And the NASCAR fans say, oh, he was 17th best driver. He finished, if you will, 17th place, right? For the season. He didn't even win anything in the first half of the season. No, but in the second half of the season, after he won the All-Star race, he won 4 more the rest of the way. He won 4 more the rest of the way, got into the final 16 drivers for the playoffs, got down to the final 12. Alex Bowman actually had Logano eliminated in the round of 12, but Bowman's car didn't pass inspection. However it was, they didn't meet the specs. He gets eliminated. Logano, they let Logano back in because he was the next driver up. What did he do? He didn't just go around the next 3 races for points. He won the next race, which put him in the final 8. He won the next race. You let this champion back in at the time of two-time champ. You let him back in, and instead of having anybody say anything about, oh, he made this and made that, no, he just went out and won the next race. Each round, for those that don't know, you have 3 races to either win by points to stay alive, because each round goes from 16, you cut 4 after 3 rounds, to 12, to 8, and so on. Joey Logano made it all the way back. And everybody's hating on Logano and Team Penske. Logano won in 22. In 22. Ryan Blaney, his teammate, won in 23. Logano won in 24. People are tired of it. And you know what? Too bad. You finish in 17th place and you win, and you're given these opportunities. That's a fighter to me. That's a fight. In any other sport, people talk about, wow, what a fighter, what a comeback, what a champion. People are like, oh, you got lucky. No, you don't get lucky in racing. And you do have some luck, but I'm sorry. Anyway. Rangers won, end of the first period. Let me put in second period now. Bon, I'm trying to catch up. You're right. It'll take me all day to catch up. Let me try to catch up. Getting into the second period. Igor's a beast. Highest paid goalie in the league, and that's what people say. If he's the highest paid goalie, he should win. I was like, dude, you're not going to stop every shot. That's a little unrealistic. Let's see here. I am way behind on this, guys. Everybody that's with me normally, they already know how I work. Hold on, I got to fix something here. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. In the old days, this would have been BTDs, and we all would have been kicked off. I've learned a little bit about this. All right. Can you share the link again, please? I just joined. Jamesy, I didn't share any links. What link are you talking about? Unless you're talking to Bon about the link for the Bathurst. Igor Brunson, what used to be Schnazzy. Yo, Schnazzy, another cellar dweller accounted for. Schnazzy in the basement. And you got 2 of the greatest New York names going right now. Igor Shesterkin and Jalen Brunson. Wait till the Knicks come back. October 22nd, starting off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's go Knicks. It's our year this year. Jordan Clarkson, major pickup. I love it. I can't wait for the Knicks to get going. When the Yankees are ever going to get back to winning championships again, when they get some real pitching. And you know what? I love Oswaldo Cabrera. Don't ever get me wrong on that. I love Oswaldo Cabrera. He shouldn't have been the starting third baseman. You're the New York Yankees. We should have got. Cabrera is a great utility guy. He can play every position in the field and in the outfield. He just doesn't pitch or catch. He does everything else. I love Oswaldo Cabrera, and I want him on the Yankees as long as they can keep him. He shouldn't have been our starting third baseman. You know, New York Yankees, how come we didn't go out and get Alex Bregman? Why didn't they get him? I don't know. These are the reasons, William. We don't. Now, think about our starting pitching next year, though. Cole, Fried, Luis Gil, Rodon, and Schlittler. Got 5 monsters. Sorry, man. Carlos Rodon stinks. He doesn't stink, man. I won't agree with you there, William. I think he's a good 4th starter. He had a really good season this year. He and Fried were awful against the Blue Jays. Awful. But we know Fried is better than that. And I know Rodon is better than that. But they were awful. No basement bouncer to share links in the chat. What link are we talking about? I didn't share any links. Jets might be the most embarrassing franchise currently, but their Super Bowl win was the most important. Yes, Gunner, yes. Their Super Bowl win. I tell people that. They're like, oh, you're being biased. No, I'm not. Joe Namath, the NFL was so much more dominant than the AFL. Joe Namath, no one expected him to go to the AFL team. They expected him to be on an NFL team. Him going there and them beating the Baltimore Colts was like epic. That was epic. And that was huge for the AFL. Had they not won, they would have folded. The league would have folded. Period. So Gunnar is correct. The Jets Super Bowl win was the most important Super Bowl win in Super Bowl history. The leagues merged eventually, yes, but that AFL would have folded. A lot of players would have went to the wayside. So what did the Jets do in the 70s? They go after their next Joe Namath. They draft out of Alabama again for who? Richard Todd. What was Richard Todd famous for? The 1982 AFC Championship game where he threw to A.J. Dewey. One of them was a touchdown pass. A.J. Dewey plays for the Miami Dolphins. Wrong team. And John Riggins was a New York Jet, for those that don't know. The Jets said, hey, take your 1,000-yard seasons and your diesel mentality, the diesel. Yeah, go take that to Washington and win Super Bowls there. That's what the Jets do. Gunnar says, what's up? Way back. Happy for the Lions, done well, and I like Chris Fagan, but I'm even more happier the Cats lost. That's what a lot of people are telling me. They're happy the Cats lost. Yes, R.I.P. Rocco, Slumby. Yeah, if you didn't know, man, Rocco. Yep. Yep. That was April of this year. We did a Yankee game earlier. There he is, guys. And if you ever want to take a look at Rocco, go to my video shorts. There's a couple there in them, or any live video. You'll see Rocco or hear him, but there he is. That was April of this year, guys. Yep, there he is. He passed away May 16th. Good old Rocco. Yep. Yep. I miss him to this day, Slumby. I didn't even come down in the basement for a while. Not for a while, man. Didn't even come down here. Tony, no, I'm not having a baby. I had this. Well, there you go, everybody. Tony is not capable of having children. Very good. Thanks, William. Man, I really am behind. Yeah, she's awesome. She's 8 months. She is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Wow. Mika Zibanejad just passed Mark Messier for the most goals in Rangers history. 251. Mark had 250. Mark obviously had 5 rings with the Edmonton Oilers before he came here. But it's just the point. Second period getting underway. Can someone share JB's Discord link? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Is that the link she was talking? I thought you guys were talking about the Bathurst stuff. Because I'm like, I didn't share that link. There you go. There's the link for Discord. Wow, beautiful bird. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, she's awesome. That's compliments of Rock. Rock was the one that talked me into getting a bird. We went out, and I got her because Rock, you guys already know from her channel, she has 2. Oh, did you knock it off again, babe? She is strong. Her beak is no joke. No joke. Nap a little bit. Come on. Step up. Yep. So we watching the lead up to Bathurst. God, it's great seeing you, man. Same here, William. Sent it. Can Stella talk? She does talk a little bit. She talks a little bit, but not fully yet. Like I said, she's 8 months. She does yell out her name, Bella's name, Roxburgh Bella. She yells out Bella a lot and step up when we say to step up. Jersey, only JB or mods can share the Discord link, and I would do it. Oh, yeah. Wow, am I that far behind? I sure am. Look back in the chat. It's already there. Bruin just shared it. Yeah, join the Yankees. Have to get some good pitching and some good bats. You're not lying, Yankee. Yeah, she is a sweetheart, man. Almost scored again. Lafreniere right in front. Right in front. Second underway. Literally underway. Pittsburgh has 9 shots to our 6. But we have the important number. We're up 1-0. I'd like some more goals, though. No, baby. Not the jersey. That's why I don't have her over here a lot, because she wants to stand on my shoulder, but not with this jersey on. Oh, yeah, you guys are there. Yeah, what's up with Gino, man? It's like his Cinderella shoes broke. Johnny, been a Yankee fan for 22 years now. Yeah, I hear you, man. I've been a Yankee fan for 44. I started liking all my teams at the same time. Dave Winfield was my favorite Yankee, still one of my favorite Yankees to this day. Personally, Dave Winfield's number should be retired by the Yankees. Number 31, which Schlittler wears right now. All right, Bon, I appreciate you coming in, Bon. If you haven't left already, I know I'm a little behind. Angus, Johnny's hatred toward the Jets is comedy at the best. I hope you're up early. I will be there. I'm telling, like I told these guys, Angus, I'm really gonna do the game. I just might be a little late. And what sucks is if I'm late, the Jets will already be down 14, 17. I said 17-0 minimum they'll be down. I got to put you back on. I can't have her biting at my jersey. Stella? Come on, let's go. Good girl. Did you guys see this shirt too? Even though Rocco was already gone, Rock got me this. Yep. That's when we were on the big rig in Arizona. See the mountains in the back? Oh, the Pittburgh scored. Pittburgh scored. Yeah, that's when we were on the big rig. Max was my main trucking dog. Rocco came out with me for 3 months. He was not a good trucking dog. He just was too hyper. This was not good defense. Pittburgh came right there. The minute I look away, Pittburgh scores. Bad defense. You don't pass across the middle of the ice, guys. You don't pass across the middle of the ice, and that's what they just did. There's a free trial to watch the Bathurst race in Australia, and general chat is on JB's Discord. There you go. Igor is the best, man. He is, William. Igor is the best in the game. Best in the game. Schnazzy. Miller to Cooley for a goal. I'm calling it. We're going to win this game, Schnazzy, and I'm right there with you. Let's go, Rangers. Come on, we're bringing it back up right now. Bringing it back up. We'll play the Capitals tomorrow night. Kreider looks weird, by the way, in a Ducks jersey. Okay, got to go. All right, Bon, we'll talk. We aren't just sports fans. We're passionate sportsaholics. Amen. Susie just got laid out. Let me see this hit. Okay, Tony, thanks for showing up, man. Susie just got banged into the boards. I think he went head first. This could be a penalty. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas in the base. What's going on, Texas? What's happening? What is happening in Texas? Angus, everybody saying what's up. Let me catch up on these. Let me see this hit. Oh, no, it wasn't a – he tripped over. Yeah, I see it now. He went for the puck and tripped over. He hit his head right into the boards. It was not – nobody on the Penguins did anything dirty. He just tripped over his skate and his head slammed up into the boards. Rocco Stella, yeah. Stella's the new mascot. You know, I still got a new era Yankees fitted postseason patch hat every year, so that shows you. Yeah, William, you still got to get the stuff. I hear you, man. I hear you. I like to get the training, the spring training hats and I love hats, man. I have a whole bunch of them. You ever get a hat that you think is going to be great when you get it? It doesn't even fit right, even though it's the same size and make. It's just like, that's weird. I get that sometimes. I'm doing great, Texas. Thanks, man. Just been really busy, as I told you guys, man. I'm working on a whole other project, so I'm trying to be on at least twice a week. And come on, what are you doing, man? Get it. Oh, good. Get it back in. Get it back in. Good. Come on, guys. The Rangers are going to be tough this year, and the fans, I think, because Mike Sullivan's our coach, we should win our first 12 games without losing one. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute to get the new system down. Remember, the guys, the full team didn't even play together the whole preseason. There was a lot of injuries. But the whole team didn't play together in the preseason at all. So, William, so sorry to hear about Rocco. I know how you feel, my friend. I unfortunately lost my rock. Yeah, man. See, all dog lovers know what it feels like, man. And it's even worse to be the Grim Reaper. Rocco was so bad, he couldn't. His heart, his liver, it was all failing, man. So I took him to the vet. Shoot that! Oh, I saved it. Took him to the vet, and they basically said, you can bring him home and let people say that their piece, their final piece to him, because he was done, man. His eyes, everything. He was done. Everything was failing. They didn't even think he'd make it overnight, but he did. And we had to bring him in the morning. I hate being the Grim Reaper, man. I hate it. But he couldn't live like that anymore. It was really bad at the end for him. Yankee Johnny, I'm going to be 37 next Sunday. 37. Yankee, man. I wish I was turning 37 again. Yankee, man. Got to get you another championship and us. Schnazzy, my friend's mom was telling me 1969 was so awesome because the Mets and Knicks won. That'll never happen again. You know when it should have happened again? Not for the Jets. The Rangers and the Knicks in 1994. The Knicks in Game 7 against the Rockets. John Starks shot like 3 for 1,000, and they kept giving him the ball. He also blew Game 6, which a lot of people don't remember that. He could have just bounced past into Ewing, who was in the paint, could have banged that home. But we get to Game 7, and they kept feeding him the ball. They didn't even put Rolando Blackman in. That's who should have been in that game. Starks was awful in Game 7 against the Rockets. The Rangers won the cup. The Knicks should have won it right behind them. To think that the Patrick Ewing Knicks never won a championship, and they made the playoffs every single year in the 90s. Every single year they made the playoffs. And they made 2 finals. One in 99, I knew they weren't beating the Spurs. The Spurs with David Robinson and Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, that whole team. I think Sean Elliott was on that team, and Bruce Bowens and Ginobili. Well, geez, man, don't touch the puck, Borgen. There we go, a little push. There you go. There you go, Borgen. Blame somebody on the Penguins when you were just not paying attention. The puck just kind of, if I'm Igor, Borgen's like right here, and the puck is just kind of just floating past. And like Igor's not, Igor's looking somewhere else because he thinks it's going behind the net. Borgen's just standing there. Igor turns around and falls on the puck like, dude, do your job, man. Where are we at? Thank you, Snazzy. Yes, I think about Roxy every single day. Yep. Oh, yeah, man. Trust me, I miss all my dogs, man. Yep. All of them. Rocco, yeah, I didn't even come down here for 2 weeks, man. Tony, way back, catch up later today. 35 minutes, start at Bathurst. Okay, Tony. They cannot get rid of Panarin. I 100% agree. Where are you going? Hold on, guys. Stella. 1 second, guys. Come here, baby. Step up. Here. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Here. Yes, Rangers scored. Before I came on today, I was watching a little TV, and I had an open. Of course, when she flew over to the table, she found the one open water bottle I had, and it just went everywhere. One open one on that big coffee table I have over there, and she landed right on it. There's 5 other water bottles over there. They all have tops on it. She found the one without the top. 1 second, guys. Nah, that's all right, Stella. All good. All good. She found the one. Yeah, they better not get rid of Panarin, man. But he turned down a team-friendly deal. I think if he's asking too much money, what is he, 33 now? You guys got to remind me to change my banner. And if you are reminding me, I haven't caught. I think I've caught up on all the. There we go. 2-1 Rangers. I didn't even see who scored. I was cleaning up the mess. Johnny shared you on my community tab. Thank you, Yankee. Much appreciated. Oh, we got some fights going on. Is that a penalty? He just pulled him down. No penalty. I put her in a cage for a minute so you guys can hear her talk. She's probably going to start talking in a minute. Another save by Igor. Oh, I think the Rangers got away with one. I think it was Susie that's grabbed by the back of the jersey and dragged one of the Penguins down. That's a penalty. I think we just got away with that. Oh, the energy is ramped up here, guys. Adam Fox scored that second goal of the season. Adam Fox. I'm going to let her back out in a second. I just want to see if she starts talking because she usually does when she's in her cage and I'm sitting over here. She'll start talking. Stella! Thank you, Yankee Kyle. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Stella! Let's see if she starts. Yeah, they didn't call a penalty. We got away with it. That's what I'm talking about. We got away with it. All right, let's see. So what do you guys think the Yankees should do with Anthony Volpe? Should they get rid of him? Trade him? Get another go for Bo Bichette? I mean, we have Jose Caballero, man. Jose Caballero is a great player, man. Great shortstop. Can play multiple positions. And we'll see. We'll see. Anthony Volpe is not an impressive player. And I think it's because they put all the pressure on him that he was going to be the next Jeter. Like, that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to put on him. But next year when we come back, the Yankees, to Williams' point here, Garrett Cole, Max Fried. I'd put Luis Heel third, right? You're going to have Rodon and Schlittler. Will Warren, by the way, I don't hate him and I don't love him. I think Will Warren has shown enough that he still deserves to be looked at. He has pitched some great games this year, and he has had some bad ones. And I mean, like, great and bad. There's no in between with Will Warren. But he's young, and I think he has the stuff to start getting better as he goes along. I wouldn't give up on Will Warren. Oh, yeah, Clark Schmidt. That was the other guy I forgot about. Clark Schmidt. Wasn't totally sold on Schmidt as a starter. I don't know what it is about him. I don't dislike him, but I don't love him as a starter. I liked him when he was middle relief. I don't know. That's a hard one for me. 2-1, 12-18 left in the second period. 12-18 left in the second period. 3-0 Devils over the Lightning right now. That sucks. So it's all right, here we go. Back on the way. 2-1, 12-18 left in the second. Igor Brunson-Schnazzy, I don't think they should either, man. I'm not sold on Volpe. He was terrible at shortstop this year. You know, like, don't we have Ryan McMahon for a while? I like Ryan McMahon. The guy's hitting isn't that great, but his fielding is, like, elite. Ryan McMahon is an elite third baseman. Elite. I would keep him. Jose, if Cabrera can't come back fully from his broken ankle, that was awful. I felt so badly for him when his ankle snapped like that. I don't think we should get rid of Jose Caballero, guys. I actually would start him over Volpe this year. I would start him over Volpe. What is the love affair with Volpe? Sooner or later, it was like the Jets holding on to Mark Sanchez forever, right? Like, they held on to him for like 5 years, man. And he made 2 championship games. He did, but did he make it or did that Jets defense make it? That Jets defense was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Remember, I think it was 2009. 2009, from week 1 to the AFC Championship game, the Jets secondary gave up 8 passing touchdowns in the air. 8. That's it. From week 1 to the AFC Championship game. Other teams that have defenses like that at least make it to the Super Bowl. Not us. We'll find another way to lose then. 8. They gave up 8 passing touchdowns from week 1 to the championship game. That's it. 8 passes in the air. That's how great that secondary was. That's why when people tell me Darrelle Revis was overrated, you're smoking crack. Darrelle Revis, maybe next to Deion Sanders, was the greatest. Rangers score again. Beautiful, man. They're looking good now. We are paying the Penguins back for our opener. Now we're ruining their opener. Will Cooley, boom. 3-1 Rangers. Look at Will Cooley. Beautiful pass. Cooley's right in front, pulling a Chris Kreider. That's a Chris Kreider move right there. We need another guy in front of the net. Kreider was king in front of the net for Tippins. Will Cooley, boom, 1-0. Look at that. I agree with you 100% there, Schnazzy. I think Volpe should go. If you can't find anybody else, and let Caballero play the season there. I'm just a fan. Maybe people think I'm crazy for that, but I wouldn't get rid of Caballero, and I wouldn't get rid of Ryan McMahon. I really hope the Yankees get – oh, man, William, me too. I mean, me too, man. All right, so 3-1 now, 10:20 left in the second. I'm about to let you back out, Stella. I was trying to get her to talk, but she may not be in a talkative mood right now. I'm going to let you back out, Stella. 1 second. The Yankees need to get Bo Bichette from the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette is good, man. I don't know where he is in fielding, though. I wish Gunnar was still in here. Gunnar knows about the fielding. Yankee Kyle, what do you think about Volpe? You're a huge Yankee fan. What do you think we should do with Volpe? Oh, he tripped him. Where's the penalty, ref? He tripped him. Whoop, whoop. I probably spelled his last. Yeah, I knew who you meant, though. You did spell it wrong. I think it's Bichette. Dante Bichette was his father from the Rockies. I'm coming, Stella. I agree. Yep. So we're all in agreement. Raleigh, another cellar dweller, OG cellar dweller, and United States Marine in the basement. Raleigh, what's going on? Raleigh, October 22nd, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Knicks. Oh, you heard her? You're going to hear her call Bella. Bella! Raleigh, the Knicks are coming back, man. Knicks are coming back. Yeah, what's up with the Padres, Raleigh? Every year, I think the Padres are going to do something because they have a great batting order. They have decent pitching. How come they never go deep in the playoffs? Padres are a team, Raleigh, I actually would go for in the West. Like, I would actually go for them in the NL West in the playoffs. What happens to this team in the playoffs? I don't get it. What's up, Raleigh? All right. Diane Keaton, when did she pass away, Victor? I didn't even know she died. Diane Keaton passed away when? Today? Good evening, brother. Victor, yeah, no value, none. I agree, Victor. So that's 4 Yankee fans in here. We all agree. Victor, what do you think of Dante Bichette, though? Would you take Dante Bichette over Jose Caballero? I wouldn't. I like Caballero, and he gives us more versatility where he can play multiple positions. He's fast, and he led the league in base stealing. I wouldn't get rid of Caballero, man. We need a player like that. I wouldn't get rid of Caballero, but he plays every position. Kyle, my brother. Yes, Victor. Yep, Raleigh today. Today? I didn't know that. Wow. That's crazy. I did not know that. Raleigh, I'm excited for that opening game this year. I feel like the Knicks should be the best in the East. They better be, man. They freaking better be. I don't even want to talk about the Padres. I know, Raleigh. Hey, trust me. Look at my Yankees. They choke. My Yankees choke, and my Jets are a joke. How about that? That rhymed. Yeah, I'll never understand that. My favorite New York Yankee of all time went to the Hall of Fame as a San Diego Padre. So I got a San Diego Padre. And he was your first inductee into the Hall of Fame, Raleigh. The first Padre in the Hall of Fame was look at that one. early jersey. Dave Winfield. And, yep, I got that too. Got to get Ricky Henderson, man. Greatest leadoff hitter and base stealer of all time. Yep. Dave Winfield was my favorite Yankee, still one of my favorite Yankees all time. Good shot in front, 8:28 left. The Rangers on the power play right now. Have a great weekend, bro. Yeah, the Knicks, Raleigh, the Knicks better be the best in the East, and they better win a ring. Jordan Clarkson was a humongous pickup. Brogdon's another great pickup. The Knicks should have a solid season, man. And I don't care what people say, oh, yeah, well, people are injured, or the Knicks only went that far because Tatum got hurt in the playoffs. Yo, Tatum was a part of the 2 20-point-plus leads they had, choke jobs. He was on the court for both chokes in a row. 2 games in a row, Boston was up by 20 points or more, and they choked both games. Tatum was on the court for all of that. Tatum was on the court when the Knicks were up 3-1. So when the Celtic fans give you, oh, well, Tatum got hurt. No. They were up 3-1. Period. They were 3-1. And they'd say, well, the Knicks had a cakewalk. Well, not for nothing. The Celtics walked to the championship. Most of the teams they played in the playoffs, if not all, Miami Heat had injuries. Indiana Pacers had injuries that year, and they went right into the finals. They had a great team. I don't care, cakewalk or whatever. Give me that ring and then give me the hate. I'm fine with that. Yeah, we don't need Bo. Kyle Tucker. I want Bellinger back. Victor, I'm worried Bellinger is going to go leave us, and he'll go to the Mets. Shoot it. Schneider, one time, I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it. It was saved. This goalie shut us out in our opener. Now he's getting nervous. 6:45, 3-1. We're out shooting them 15-11. So think about this. In 3 games, that's the second goal Igor's given up. In 3 games. Shoot it! Oh, right off the post. I'm coming, Stella. I'm going to get you out. I'm coming. Hope the Jets and my Raiders actually win tomorrow. Well, like I said, William, I'm trying to be on for the Jets tomorrow. I don't see why I won't be. They better, man. The Jets are 0-5, and I don't hate Aaron Glenn yet. I don't understand what's going on. Remember the Jets who have been bad for a lot of years, these past few years, but they always had a great defense. Their defense has been getting smoked from the defensive line to the secondary. Their defense is awful. What is going on there? But the Jets did have 3 games this year that they could have won. They could have won. You are what your record says you are. I agree with that. Parcells said that a long time ago, and I agree with it. They are 0-5. Did you hear her? She said, Bella. Penalty on Will Borgen, it looks like. It looks like the Penguins are going to get a 2-minute power play. Bullpen built around Hill and Blackburn. Tim Hill, I really liked Tim Hill last year, and I liked Tim Hill at the beginning of this year. Tim Hill, Blackburn, like the Mets let him go. And I like Tim Hill a lot. I don't want him to go away, but I think, how old is Tim Hill? I think he's like 36. But I like the guy because he doesn't do any paint in the corners. He just throws it. I'm coming at you. Fastball, slider, sinker. That's it. And he throws it in the strike zone. I like Tim Hill. Fernando Cruz, Victor. I want Fernando Cruz back. Luke Weaver, you can go. Devin Williams. If he took less pay as a setup man, I would keep him as a setup man. He did well as a setup man. We just can't stand him because he didn't live up to his closer role. Well, we got David Bednar now. But what if Devin Williams became a great setup man? He did really well at the end of the season. Without the 9th inning pressure and the New York Yankee pressure, remember, even as the closer for the Brewers, under pressure against Pete Alonso in the playoffs last year, he blew the series. He threw a meatball right to Alonso, went over the wall, and the Mets stayed alive. So Devin Williams showed before he got here that he didn't do very well under pressure moments. He didn't do well for the Brewers in the playoffs last year. Remember, Pete Alonso hit that series-saving they won the series on a home run. Thurman Munson. Oh, man. Thurman Munson, I was a kid, like a kid. When I started liking the Yankees, guys like Victor, now we're going to go. Guys like John Mayberry and Bob Tewksbury. Victor, remember Brian Fisher? He was our next great one. Brian Fisher. We had Oscar Gamble was on the Yankees then. Oscar Gamble, remember him? He sat real low in that batting stance. Man. You're going to bring us back, William, because we're going to end up going over Yankee history here, man. Oscar Gamble was on the Yankees when I started liking them. Rick Cerrone was our catcher. Rick Cerrone. Then Ron Hassey came along. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Dave Winfield's my favorite New York Yankee of all time. But because the Yankees didn't retire his number, and because he went in as a Padre, I said, I'm going to get Dave Winfield Padre jersey. That's why I got that. People are like, oh, you should have. Oh, the Yankees disrespected him, man. I'm sorry. George Steinbrenner disrespected Dave Winfield and unprovoked. Treated Winfield like garbage, man. Like that's why Steinbrenner got suspended. I mean, he had Winfield investigated for things that he wasn't even doing. Winfield is a class act, 100% class act, man. So I always hated what the Yankees did to him and how they treated him. And so I said, I'm going to get a Winfield Padres jersey. He went into the Hall of Fame as a Padre, and he didn't even rip Steinbrenner when he did it. And that's why he didn't retire his number, because he didn't go in the Hall of Fame as a Yankee. So the Padres drafted him. He played for them. He also was drafted by 3 sports: basketball, football, and the Minnesota Vikings drafted him. Victor, who drafted him I think it was the ABA that drafted Winfield, right? Was it the ABA? I don't remember the team, but I know the Vikings drafted him. The Padres drafted him. I don't remember the team, Victor. Help me out. Somebody help me out. ABA. Schnazzy, I'm so angry at the Dolphins. They could have had Burrow or Herbert, but they chose Tua. Not to rain on your parade, Schnazzy. I mean, not to make it even worse, but how about when they chose Dante Culpepper over Drew Brees? You remember that? They chose Dante Culpepper over Drew Brees because the Chargers said Brees' career was over. Remember that? I know you remember that. It's like the Jets not taking Dan Marino, which we would have won a Super Bowl with him. He would have had Wesley Walker, Al Toon, and what he was always missing with the Dolphins, who would have had a real running back with Freeman McNeil, and we already had the defense. The Jets would have won at least 2 Super Bowls if they had chosen Dan Marino. And Ken O'Brien was not a bad quarterback. Ken O'Brien was a real good quarterback. He wasn't Dan Marino. All right, way back. Like I said, I'm trying to be on tomorrow for the Jets. And the Rangers play tomorrow night, too. They play the Capitals tomorrow night. Another big game. All right, we're about to kill off the power play by the Penguins. About to kill it off. Penguins coming up the ice. They have 4 seconds left on the power play. And it's officially over. Officially killed. But the Penguins are still in our zone. Go, 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 go. We got to race to the puck. Zibanejad. Oh, the goalie came out. I can't even pronounce the goalie's last name. Usually it's Tristan Jarry. Bellinger, Cabby, sign Bellinger. Caballero to shortstop. Agree and agree. Work Rice at first. Agree and get a right swinging catcher. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see Pete Alonso come to the Yankees. He's opting out. I wouldn't be surprised if he came to the Yankees. Pete Alonso had a monster year for the Mets. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come here. Goldschmidt, I really did like the 1 year we had with Goldschmidt, but his age came in. The second half of the season, he was a shell of himself. Goldschmidt is a Hall of Famer. We don't need to sign him back. Another goal. Rangers, power play. Boom, 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 boom. 4-1 Rangers. This is our revenge game on them. I know the game's not over yet, but this is a different Rangers. 4-1 up on the Penguins, paying them back for ruining our home opener. Panarin, Fox's second goal. Adam Fox's second goal of the game. Good pass. Did you guys hear? Bella. She's saying Bella. Beautiful pass by Panarin to Fox. Goal. Still can't believe how horrific my – oh, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. Just like the Yankees, William, the Raiders have gone away from Al Davis's blueprint on how to win the game. That commitment to excellence. Hal Steinbrenner, George Steinbrenner's son, doesn't care about winning championships. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. George Steinbrenner was all about winning championships. Yep, I agree. Same thing goes for the Yankees. Do you know that Al Davis built his Raider team around the Yankees? He grew up in New York, and the Yankees, he said, intimidated everybody. That's how he wanted his Raiders to be, intimidating. You play by intimidation. And who'd they have? Lyle Alzado and Ted Hendricks, the Mad Stork, Ted Hendricks. They had Jack Tatum. They had some monsters on that defense. Howie Long. George Atkins. And remember, they would knock out Lynn Swann. He didn't even have to have the ball. Mark Davis, a horrific owner. Yep, just like Hal Steinbrenner. Yep, same thing. Want to watch the game? Oh, this game, I don't have a link for this game, Ruiz. I don't have a link for this game. They only have a link for the Bathurst in there. I don't have a link for this game. I can't do that. I would love to show you the game, but I can't. I'll get kicked off. I don't have a link for this. I absolutely love Bo Jackson. Oh, Bo Jackson. Come on, man. Bo Jackson was like Dale Earnhardt. They had such innocent-looking injury to Bo Jackson and an innocent-looking crash to Dale Earnhardt, and they both passed away. I mean, Bo Jackson didn't pass away. They both were like, well, Dale passed away, and Bo Jackson's career was ruined. Like, we've seen harder hits than that. Charles Woodson. Oh, yeah, that's the second generation. When I was growing up, like, the Raiders teams were like murderers out there. I mean, Jack Tatum paralyzed Darryl Stingley in I think it was a preseason game of the Patriots. Paralyzed him. He never did anything for him. Like, didn't visit him, nothing. I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying that's what happened. I don't think that's right. I mean, if you don't think you were wrong for the hit, fine. Because they said it was a clean hit. Nowadays, you wouldn't get away with a hit like that. Oh, almost another goal. 54 seconds left in the second period. Let me check on one thing here, guys. I think Tampa's still losing. Charles Woodson, another awesome guy. Who's that quarterback you guys got that was supposed to be amazing? He ended up being like, he was like another Ryan Leaf type. Todd Marinovich, right? Was it Todd? Yeah, it was Todd Marinovich. Remember him? Oh, hey. 51 seconds left. The Rangers are trying to get another goal before the period ends. 45 seconds. We're still in their zone, Oh, trying to keep it in. Stay on them. Oh, we might score here, guys. I'll get back to the chat in a minute. Shot. Miss. Another shot. Follow-up. Miss again. Adam Fox trying to get a hat trick. Stay down. Stay on them. Don't let them score on us. Penalty. Maybe a fight. Oh, yeah. Noah, this kid Laba just made the Rangers. No one expected him to make the Rangers. Oh, we got a little fight. Penguins are getting a little pissed that they're getting owned in this game. Here we go. Tyler Radish is in there. UC Parsonen. They get Rempe out there. Look at Rempe. He wants to get out there right now. Rempe wants to get out there right now. Fran Healy, Victor. He was a broadcaster for the Mets for a while too, right? Wasn't he? Was he a third baseman or a catcher? I don't know much about Fran Healy, but I think he was a third baseman or a catcher. But I know he was a broadcaster on MSG for the Mets. I remember that. William, yeah, I have an authentic game jersey. Howie Long, Bo Jackson, Charles Woodson, and Max Crosby. Right, Max Crosby. He's like Aaron Judge of the Raiders, right? Like, are these guys ever going to get a ring? I don't know about the ABA, only Dr. J. All right, I'm going to look it up. Winfield was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, the Padres, obviously. Let's find out, because I can't think of it. It's going to bother me. What 3 teams did Dave – what 3 leagues did Dave Winfield – all right, here we go. Oh, Dave Winfield was drafted by 4 different teams. The Padres, the Atlanta Hawks of the NBA. The Atlanta Hawks drafted him in the 5th round of the 73 draft. Minnesota Vikings, we said that, 73 draft. And the Utah Stars of the ABA. I thought it was just the ABA team. I did not know the Atlanta Hawks had drafted him also. It says Winfield is one of only 2 players in history to be drafted by 3 different professional sports leagues. Dave Logan, whoever that was drafted by the NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball. Anybody know who Dave Logan was? I don't. Oh, I'd love Alonso on the Yankees. Sign me up. All right, end of the second period here, guys. It's Rangers 4-1. End of the second period. Let me change this to the third period. It's not third period yet. And, guys, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back down. And then I'm going to let Stella back out. I'll be right back down, guys. I'll leave that right there, Schnazzy, because I want that to happen. I'd love Alonso on the Yankees. Amen. Me too. Me too. Be right back, guys.
Progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus says to check your glucose in real time. And over time, we can help lower your A1C. Confident choice, more control of your life. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us. It's my window. Get into the action right now.
I know you guys heard her now. Here, baby. I know you guys heard her now. Let me see if I can get the Tampa game on here or something. Oh, no, not that. Here, baby. I think the Dolphins owner is Steve Ross. He is. I don't know whatever his name is. I hate him. Yeah, Schnazzy. Schnazzy, yeah. Steve Ross is bad. Woody Johnson's worse. Believe it or not, Woody Johnson is worse. No, baby. No, you can't chew on my jersey. That can't happen. Four to 1 Rangers. Let's go. One more period to go. Fran Healy was a catcher. All right, I was 50%, right? It's a third baseman, a catcher, right? The only thing that I knew about the ABA was Dr. J. Marvin Bond. Bob Costas made his broadcast debut with the Spirit of St. Louis. Wow, Angus. What about I can't even think of his name because I didn't really like the movie that much. How about the Flint Tropics, semi-pro? What was his name in the movie, though? What was Will Ferrell's character's name? I forget now. I've seen it a few times with Woody Harrelson. Was it wasn't that great of a movie? Andre 3000 was in it. What was his name in the movie? I forget. But anyway, I didn't know much about the ABA either. I know the Spurs came out of the ABA. I think the Pacers came out of the ABA to the NBA. I don't know of anybody else. Yeah, Dr. J, Marvin Barnes, Bob Cott, Dr. J. Jeez. Forgotten legend. You hardly ever hear his name come up. Dr. J to me is like Earl Campbell. Like you hardly hear these guys' names, and they were legends, man. Legends. So yeah, we got 4-1 lead here. Let me see if I can let me see if I can find Pale Rider is on for you old school Clint Eastwood Western fans. Pale Rider. Let me see. How's my Lightning? The Lightning, I think, are getting killed last I saw. Let me see if that game's on while we're at in intermission with the Rangers. It is on. It's 3-1, second period, 3:40 left in the second period, 3-1 Devils. Come on, Lightning, wake up. Let's go. Didn't Darryl Dawkins play in the ABA? I'm not sure, but maybe. I think you might be right. Now I'm going to look that up. See, we're honest here. At least if we don't know, we look it up. Unless Victor knows. Darryl Dawkins. Darryl Dawkins did play in the ABA. Trying to see what team. Lightning trying to score here. Let's go. Shoot it. Shoot it. Where's Dan? Daniel was a Lightning fan. You guys remember Daniel? He was an older guy. Shot. Score. Lightning. It's in Tampa, too. The Rangers are in between periods for those just joining us. The Rangers are at the end of the second period, so I flipped over to the Lightning Devil game right now. The Lightning were down 3-0. Now it's 3-2 with 2:37 left in the second period. Tampa, Amalie Arena. I might have changed names now, but what a great place to go for a game. You know what? No, he did not play for the ABA. He was drafted in the first round in 1975 by the Philadelphia 76ers. He played for the Sixers, then the Nets, the Jazz. Then he went to Italy and came back. Played for the Harlem Globetrotters, too. Who knew that in 1995? Played for the Harlem Globetrotters. I didn't know that. Wow. Interesting. Oh, we just learned something new about Darryl Dawkins. I had no clue that he played for the Harlem Globetrotters in 1995. Wow. Who knew? Schnazzy. I forgot to tell you, Johnny, I bet that the Thunder would win the finals. Wow. What? $468 off $35. Wow. Schnazzy. I didn't think the Panthers were going to do it again. I didn't. They had they finished third? I think they finished third in the division. It was Toronto, the Lightning, and then the Panthers, right? Didn't think they would take it over the top, but they did. They did. Look at Ryan McDonough back on the Lightning, man. He was buried on the Predators for a few years, which poor Stamkos is on the Predators now, which Stamkos looks really weird in a Predator sweater, man, and not a Lightning. And I have a Stamkos Lightning jersey. I know they're called sweaters, but I still – oh, they almost scored again. Minute 40 left in the second period. Minute 30 left in the second. Bathurst is starting. Bond. All right, let's go. Oh, he just dropped him. Oh, there's going to be a fight happening sooner or later. That's the problem with the Lightning, Schnazzy. They got pushed around by the Panthers because they don't have any players that can push back. And I think that's why they got owned. Vasilevsky's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, he led the league in win percentage for like 5 straight seasons when they were on their roll. Vasilevsky's a great goal. He's going to the first ballot Hall of Famer. What happened there? 35 seconds left in the second period, then I'm flipping back over to the Rangers, who should be starting the third period pretty soon. Schnazzy, who do the Dolphins play tomorrow? They're terrible too, man. They beat the Jets. The Jets, Schnazzy, not for nothing. That's another game the Jets should have. I mean, they fumble on the goal line. Then the kickoff returner fumbles the ball away again. Even Breece Hall fumbled on the goal line. I mean, when they were down 7-0 to the to the Cowboys last week, we go all the way down the field, fumble the ball away. People want to just blame Fields. Fields isn't the problem. First of all, Fields started with the Bears, which is the New York Jets of the NFC. Started a horrendous team with horrendous coaching, horrendous offensive coordinators. Now he's on the then he goes to the Steelers with decent coaching staff. He was 4-2 as a starter there. They moved him out for Russell Wilson. Then he comes to the Jets, has a phenomenal first game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Has had a rough time, but he's not as bad as everybody thinks he is. He's not. He's not as bad as everybody thinks he is. And he's not the problem. Our defense is the problem. Our defense can't stop anybody. Could have stopped the Steelers. Their kicker kicked, a 60-yard field goal. Couldn't have stopped the our special teams blocks a punt and blocks a kick and takes it in for a touchdown. And our defense can't stop anybody. They couldn't stop the Bucs from getting in field goal range. And Fields is getting blamed for every single game. It's like you can't blame him for every single game. The Jets are they're 31st in the league. They give up over 31 points every game. It's crazy. Hard for me to think of jerseys as being sweater. I know, Angus, and that's what hockey jerseys are technically sweaters. I can't think of them as sweaters either. I just thought I'd throw that in there for the old school guys. Sweaters. I can't picture them as sweaters either. I can't. All right, so they went to intermission. Lightning are coming back. That's good. And it's against the Devils, which makes it even better. So they're coming back. And I think the Brewers are playing right now. You know what's funny? Does anybody, Victor, you're not doing a Brewer game? I can't really, I'm sorry. When my teams get eliminated, I usually don't watch the playoffs anymore. Baseball, I will watch the World Series. I'll watch the World Series, whoever's in it, and I'm going to go. It's not hard. If it's like the Blue Jays against the Dodgers, oh, yeah, I'll go for the Blue Jays. I'll go for the Blue Jays. I don't hate the Blue Jays. I really don't. I don't hate the Blue Jays at all. I like Vlad Guerrero. It'd be nice to see him get a ring. The guy's been – look at that. Vlad Guerrero gets an extension, and look what he did in the playoffs. Look what he did. He murdered the Yankees. He murdered them. But that's what you're supposed to do when you're the highest paid player on the team and you are extended. People are like, oh, yeah, but he's yelling out, duh, Yankees lose. So what? They did lose. I don't get mad when other teams talk crap. They deserve to talk crap. They won. Fans of other teams talk crap and people get upset. Why? If the Yankees had won, you would have been talking crap, right? Who cares if Vlad Guerrero said, the Yankees lose? So what? They won. He's right. We did lose. We lost badly. The Yankees did lose badly. So that doesn't bother me. When other players, Terrell Owens said it a long time ago. If you don't want to see me celebrate, then stop me from getting in the end zone. Don't let me score touchdowns. You don't want to see me celebrate, don't let me score touchdowns. That's a very true statement. You don't want to see them celebrate or talk crap, then don't let them beat you. Right? So that when other players on other teams talk crap, well, you got to, so what? I mean, the game we came back in, right? When Jazz hit the go-ahead home run, what did he do with the bat? Boom! And I loved it. And he did that obnoxious flip of the bat. That's fine. It's fine when we're doing it, right? If he was on the other team doing it, everybody be in an uproar. I love Jazz Chisholm. I love him being on the team. Yeah, he made a bonehead error the other night. Not paying attention, but he is a big reason why we even made it against the Blue Jays. One thing going back to Aaron Boone that we brought up, how is Ben Rice and Jazz benched in game one against the Red Sox? That's where analytics has become too over the top. Sound like an old guy, but Victor and a few other guys in here understand. Back in my day, your best players played every game in the playoffs. They didn't bench because it was lefty on lefty or analytics say. It's like the famous game when Blake Snell got pulled out in the World Series. He's pitching. The guy is pitching out of this world, but analytics show third time through the batting order, he doesn't do so well. But he's doing well now. Why would you take him out? Take him out, the bullpen comes in. Guess what that does for the other team? When the other team, this is so obvious, but when the other team can't hit a certain pitcher, you don't think they have a second life when, the bullpen is in. They're not going up the bat like, man, I can't hit this guy. All right, we got another guy in. Everybody's lifted up again. That analytics thing, I can't stand it for the most part. I understand it. I understand why it's there, but I can't stand it. Because managers like Boone live by the analytics, and I think it's because he's told to. Guys like Joe Girardi, who you see not managing anymore, doesn't. Dusty Baker was brought into the Houston Astros to calm the whole cheating thing down, to calm everybody down, to be a real manager. Do you think he went by analytics all the time? No. Dusty Baker was part of baseball for like 5,000 years, right? An old guy like that's not going to always pay attention to analytics. If a guy's pitching great, they do what the eye test. They do the eye test. That guy's pitching great. I'm not taking him out. That's why, you know what the Yankees need? The Yankees need a Dusty Baker. They need a guy like that. They need a Dusty Baker managing this team. If he would come out of retirement, I would take him in a minute. Look what he did with Houston. Then they won a World Series. And like he said that whole season, everybody that's booing us, there's like 3 guys left on this team from that era. I know they're booing the organization, but he handled it so well. And they won another World Series. When they beat the Phillies, right, in 22. Was it 22? Yeah, 22. That guy's been in baseball for forever, like forever. He knows all about baseball. I would take a guy like Dusty Baker as a manager in a heartbeat. Schnazzy, for me, it's easy to pick the Panthers because they won it the year before, and all they did was add Marchand, and I know how good he is. You know what's funny? Everybody says Marchand is annoying. He's an irritating player, but he's a guy you would take on your team. Why? Because he knows when to turn it on. He knows when it's playtime, and he knows when not to do those antics. He knows the appropriate times to F with the other team, and he knows the appropriate times to avoid a dumb penalty. That's what makes Marchand so great. He's the kind of guy you hate unless he's on your team. All Ranger fans hate Marchand. I'm like, yeah, but if he was on our team, you'd love him. You'd love him. That is how it goes. That's how it goes. He's on your team, you'll love him. Marchand is a great player, man. Absolute great player. But he's not a dumb player. That's the thing. He's smart. He knows when to turn it. He knows when to do his antics and when not to. That's why other guys that have bad tempers, he can go after them and get them all riled up and have them get the penalties, not himself, especially late in the game. Look at this. Adam Fox has 3 goals in 3 games this season. Last year, he scored his 3rd goal in the 48th game. That's the difference in coaching. That's the difference in coaching right there. 3rd period underway. Rangers up 4-1. We still have a minute and a half left on the power play from the end of the 2nd period. Minute 20 left. Rangers are in the wrong zone. We're in our own zone. We have the power play, not them. Let's go. And Lafreniere, I'd like to see step it up this year, too. He's another guy. Once he got paid, went right downhill. Victor, no one's talking about Cam reached out for that ball, pulled back last second. That isn't enough to throw everything off. That isn't. It's a great point, Victor, and no one has talked about it. You are right. That throws everything off. You are right. You know, it's also a matter of who they want to blame and who they don't want to blame, Victor, right? Who they want to blame and who they don't want to blame. That's how players, even in the media, that's how the media gets, especially casual fans, Victor, especially casual fans. They live on everything the debate shows talk about. They live on everything, headlines. They just get we get them right in here. We get casual fans in here talking crap. They know one or two things from reading a headline, you know, quote unquote, listening. I heard this, or Judge sucks in the playoffs. Well, he's batting over 454 this time around, and he's 4 for 4 with runners on base, and he has all that like, what? You know, because they just heard that Judge sucks in the playoffs, but they haven't watched anything. So the media wants you to hate on who they want you to hate on. That's why they're not bringing up Cam reached out for that ball. That's why they're not bringing it up. I will tell you this. It's kind of – shoot it. Hold on, guys. We're right around their net. Well, they killed off our power play. And I always think when you get a 2-minute power play at the end of a period and that power play has to carry over to the next period, the momentum of that power play is taken off. It's taken down. It's taken down a notch, right? Jazz panicked on his adjustment glove, just wound up in the wrong spot. I'll never blame Jazz for anything. It was a weird moment for sure for him, but without Jazz, we wouldn't even be there. Jazz needs to be extended beyond next season, by the way. Jose Caballero, by the way, Victor, if I understand correctly, Ryan McMahon is locked up for the next few years, right? Next 2 to 3 years. I hope he is. Elite defenseman. His hitting is a little suspect, right? But he's an elite defenseman. Jose Caballero, I don't know if he's going to arbitration or not, but he's another guy that needs to stay on the team. The Yankees do not need – we need guys like Caballero and Jazz because they can run the bases too. They know how to steal bases. You know, I mean, half our team can't even run the first base without getting thrown out. So those two guys are valuable to this team. I hope Oswaldo Cabrera, he's always a personal favorite of mine. I've always liked Oswaldo Cabrera. He's a great kid. The guy is super positive all the time. He's a great teammate. He's a guy that could have sat home with his injury and not been at games, and he wanted to be in the dugout for every single game since his injury, supporting his teammates. Not everybody does that, guys. He was out for the year. He could have been legally, and to his contract, could have been at home hanging out. He wanted to be there for his teammates the whole way through. Oswaldo Cabrera will always have – he's always a personal favorite of mine, man. I like the kid, and there's a lot more players that should be like him, man. He wouldn't miss a beat of everything. He said he had to be there for his teammates, and I love and respect that, man. But I would take Caballero over him. Oh, they almost had another goal. That being said, if you had to choose between the two, I'd take Caballero, but you get my point. I pay attention to analytics to a certain extent for potential clarification, but it being the final answer isn't real. Defensive independent pitching is useless. Thank you. It is. There's too many stats in baseball. Do you know they have a stat now? There's too many stats. They have a stat now. Think about this. And I'm sure you've seen the commercial. Guys that tap the plate twice before they bat hit this amount of times in clutch situations, as opposed to guys that never tap the plate with their bat before the pitch hit. I'm like, are you kidding me? Is there really a stat like that? People like, we bring you everything you need to know. Why do I need to know that? You guys got to listen to like Keith Hernandez. Like you guys know I am a Met fan. I do like watching the Mets. I'm a Yankee fan first, but I do really like the Mets as well. And listening to Keith Hernandez is great because he really talks about like when they bring up, let's say a guy hits a home run, right? Guy hits a home run in the game. They'll say, well, in such and such amount of stadiums, that wouldn't even been a home run. You know what Keith says? It was a home run here. And that's what I care about because now we're down. It was a home run here. Why do I care about what other stadium that we're not in that it would have been a home run at? I love that because I feel the same way. Who cares if it would have been a home run, wouldn't have been a home run somewhere else? It was a home run here, and it's affecting our team. Why do I care about what it would have done in L.A. or in San Francisco or whatever? I love that because it's true. I'm that way. Maybe people want to know that, but it's true. For the game at hand, I care about home runs, RBIs. Oh, my gosh, that was a good save. Adam Edstrom just made a power move, man, and he almost backhanded it in. Good save by whatever his name is for Pittsburgh. I'm used to saying Tristan Jarry, but he's not starting. So, yeah, there's some stats that are just over the top. When's the next stat going to come in? How many guys actually strike out as opposed to getting a hit when a plane is flying over Citi Field from LaGuardia Airport? They're probably going to have a stat. They probably might already have a stat like that. Victor, it's tough error, but its magnitude elevated the play. Honestly, it's no one's fault. Both wanted to make a play on the same play. We got McMahon for 3 years. Yes. Now, what about Caballero? I love the Ryan McMahon pickup. That's exactly what we need at third base. Remember when we first got DJ from the Rockies? Man, the guy was a machine. We're in front of the net again. Rangers. Adam Edstrom gets his goal. He got robbed a minute ago, and I mean robbed on a great save by the goalie. Adam Edstrom gets his goal. Our fourth line, by the way, guys, Matt Rempe, Adam Edstrom, and Sam Carrick is a solid fourth line. Five to 1. Oh, wait, hold on. This might be goalie interference. Hold on. Oh, no, he got, no. He got checked in the back. Hold on. Are they going to count it? I might have to take it off. Hold on. I didn't put it up yet. By the way, the head coach of the Penguins, Dan Muse, was Peter Laviolette's assistant last year. Oh, they're allowing the goal. Boom. Let's make it official. Scroll it. So the Penguins beat us 3-0 in game one. But again, it was 1-0. Then we pulled our goalie. Then they scored 2 quick goals. As I always said last year, when we pull our goalie, I mean, when the other teams pull their goalie, we can't even get in their zone. Any team. When we pull our goalie, the other team takes the puck from us, shoots it down the ice, score. I've said this forever about the Rangers. I don't care what era. It always seems to happen that we pull our goalie, we get scored on like immediately. When they pull their goalie, we can't even get in the zone. So the Rangers right now, we're out shooting the Penguins by 10. 24-14, we're out shooting them by. This is great. We are paying them back. Paying them back for beating us in our home opener with our beautiful Centennial jerseys on. 1 second, guys. All right, 5-1, 13:30 left. Bond, first gear from starting grid, and the cars are going fast on the road speed limit. Bond, that is awesome. I don't know enough about it. Is the only reason why I'm not streaming it, Bond. I would like to watch it, but I don't stream a lot. I'm not streaming it because I don't know enough about it. I don't like to do that. When I come on with something, I like to at least know enough to do it. Talk about drivers and things like that. But I will watch the highlight and the replay of it. That's for sure. 13-14 left in the third. And let me get an update for a minute here. Cubs Brewers tied 1-1. Capitals are beating the crap out of the Islanders. That's always good. Igor saved it. What a save. Butterfly save. Devils are still down 3-2. The third period hasn't started yet. Igor is a monster. Crosby got shut down by Igor. Now, let me tell you something. The Rangers cannot go from a generational, legendary goalie like Henrik Lundqvist, who won 0 cups. He's the best goalie in Rangers history. I love Mike Richter. Shout out to Mike Richter. I get it. I get, well, he won a cup. Yes, he did. Mike Richter is a big fan of his. You guys see I have his behind those lights. That's his jersey in a frame. Mike Richter. Henrik Lundqvist, I would take over Mike Richter in a minute. All due respect, I'd take him over in a minute. Go from Henrik Lundqvist to Igor. Igor has to get a cup. We can't have legendary goalies and generational goalies like this and not win. Let's go Mustangs. Mustangs. Victor, there's a stat for stats. It's truly ruining what's left of the game we love. Amen. Now they're bringing in you can challenge pit balls and strikes. I don't like that, Victor. I don't like it. I don't like that you can challenge balls and strikes. I don't like it. People are, yeah, but you got to listen, there's going to be human error in the game, okay? I know if it goes against us, I hate it, but I don't wish that we can call balls and strikes now. Now they just tap their helmet and they want to test it. I don't like that. And I know eventually they're going to come around to having no umpires anymore. I don't like that, man. I like the human error part of the game. It's part of the game. I always believe you blame a game on like the fans and some of the Philly fans are all hating on the pitcher. I forget his name now, that should have thrown to first, but threw home. He's the reason we lost. Well, where was Bryce Harper? And where was Schwarber? Where were your bats in the game? Where were the bats? It all falls on this guy. He panicked, made a terrible error. It's one he's probably going to be sick to his stomach over, right? But, man, let me tell you, man, where were the bats? Where were the bats? Why did you guys lose the first 2 games? Why was he in that position? Why is it all on him? It's not all on him. It's like when Bill Buckner gets all the blame for the Red Sox losing that series. Well, first of all, there was a game 7 to be played, was there not? That wasn't the final game. They still had a whole other game to go. And Bob Stanley was the one that threw the wild pitch with the bases loaded in extra innings that allowed the Mets to score. Allowed the Mets to tie the game, not to take the lead. Allowed the Mets to tie the game. Bob Stanley and Calvin Schiraldi, these guys get a pass from the Red Sox fans as far as I know. Bob Stanley and Calvin Schiraldi, look it up. They collectively blew this game. Bill Buckner was just the unfortunate last guy to let the ball go between his legs. Bill Buckner was an incredible first baseman. Bob Stanley threw a wild pitch, which allowed the Mets to score. That tied the game. It should have been over. I believe that was the 10th inning of that game. Calvin Schiraldi blew the lead long before that. Mets came all back off of him. Calvin Schiraldi, all off of him. So, but Bill Buckner gets the blame. He had a whole game 7 to go. So, it's just funny how it works when people lay it all on one person. Scott Norwood, another one. People act over time, that 48-yard field goal, they make it now sound like it's 15 yards away and he shanked it. It's 48 yards, I believe, into the wind. And there was plenty of plays the Bills should have stopped the Giants on before that kick. No. I don't believe in blaming an entire game on one call. Cabby is 4 years. I think it might be 3. Okay, Victor. I thought they did have him extended, but I thought I heard a couple of times that he might go to arbitration. Not sure. Brewers, Cubs, 1-1. Bon, all good, mate. Bon, I appreciate it because I watched the one last year, and I'm going to watch this one this year, even on the replay streams. I appreciate all your updates, and I appreciate you giving me the links, Bon. If I was better rooted in the game, in the race, I would do it on here. Like I like to watch F1. I wouldn't do a live race on it. I hardly do live NASCARs on here for a lot of reasons. One, because of the rain. I don't want to sit on here for 6 hours. There's NASCAR races that can go 6 hours or longer, depending on races, how many cautions, so on and so on. That's usually the NASCAR stuff. I'll just watch it. I usually don't call those, but I appreciate it, Bond. Thank you, man. You guys are awesome with that stuff. You really are. All right, so we got 5-1. I know, Stella. Update on the Devils. Third period just underway, 3-2 Devils. Oh, it just started. Come on, Tampa, come back. That's helpful to my number one Rangers team, and it's helpful because I'm a Lightning fan. I told you guys, and those that don't know, I lived in Tampa. Rock and I lived in Tampa for probably about 13 years. I went to tons of Lightning games. I have zero feeling for the Lightning when they play the Rangers. I am Rangers 100%. But going to the Amalie Arena and being a part of I was 20 minutes away from the stadium. My son and I went to a ton of games, and they grew on me. And the Lightning weren't good then. This was around 2006 or 7. I mean, they didn't have a good team. Mike Smith was their goalie. Ninamaki was their backup. Dan Ellis was their third starting goalie. Then they got Dwayne Rollison. Everybody remember him? Dwayne Rollison was actually decent for the Lightning. Dwayne Rollison, I believe, was the starting goalie for the Oilers in the Stanley Cup. He'd been around for a while. Then they got Ben Bishop after that, and Vasilevsky was a rookie behind Ben Bishop. So the Lightning started building over time. Stamkos came in. Victor Hedman came in. The word was Guy Boucher was the head coach of the Lightning at the time. Tortorella was gone. Guy Boucher came in after Barry Melrose. For those that don't remember, Barry Melrose was the head coach of the Lightning for a short amount of time. And rumor has it, I don't know if it was true or not, that he wanted to trade a young Steven Stamkos to the Rangers. Oh, man, that would have been great. Vincent Lecavalier was their big star on the team. Marty St. Louis, those were the big stars on the team at the time. They are legends in Tampa Bay because they won a cup in 2004 with them. They beat the who? The Calgary Flames. Oh, Penguins take a shot. Nope, Igor saved that. .10:51 left in the third period. 5-1 Rangers. Again, we're out shooting them 24-14. Victor, we're not paying for all of McMahon's contract. And Cabby, same thing. Plus, there's still a player we named Lair. We owe them in exchange for his contract. Tampa eats his contract. That's really rare. Usually when the Yankees take on somebody, they take over their entire contract. Isn't that right, Stella? Right, Stella? Did you guys hear when she's down here in the cage eating and she got her water and then she started yelling? I know because when I went upstairs, I heard her. She is awesome. She really is. I hope they re-sign Panarin also. I don't see him getting a big contract. I know he turned down a team-friendly contract, which means they want to sign him, but they don't want to sign him to a lot. I would give Panarin like a couple more years. How old is he? Panarin, I think, is 33. Let's see. I think he's 33. Mika Zibanejad also. I can tell already that Mike Sullivan's here, and he's getting Mika back to shooting the puck. Like, shoot the puck, man. Last year, he passed off a lot of shot opportunities, and I remember Joe Micheletti going off like, dude, you are here. You are paid. You're a hired gun. You're paid to shoot, not pass back. When they pass to you for the one-timers, like Mika's known for one-timers, every year before, hey, man, what are you doing? Get on him. Get on him. That's right. That's right. That's right, Mika. Get on him. Whoever 17 is on the Penguins, Gavrikov, our new defenseman, we got 7-year deal from the LA Kings. 17 was on the ground. 17 just kept whacking him with his stick. Mika, who never fights. Mika's not a fighter, came right over and just rammed him. Like, there you go. I mean, Pittsburgh's on a power play as it is, but Gavrikov is on the puck. They blew the whistle. Number 17, I can't catch it. Oh, Rust. He's kept jabbing at Gavrikov like, yo, man, what are you doing? Mika, of all people. Mika got on him. Panarin is I think he's 33. October 30th. So he's about to be 34. He's about to be 34, guys. I'd sign him to a 2-year deal, 2-year extension. Vincent Trocheck, by the way, has an upper body injury. They say he's week to week right now. That's not good. Losing Trocheck is not good. And I don't know how long he's out for. Upper body injury can mean anything. That's all they're saying right now. That can mean anything. We don't need to lose Trocheck, man. Trocheck is the heart and soul of this team, man. He really is. We do not need to lose that guy. If I didn't say it earlier, I'll say it again. Chris Kreider looks weird in a Ducks jersey. Chris Kreider looks weird in a Ducks jersey, man. Weird. It's like Stamkos in a Predator jersey. It's just weird. Wait, we're not. Oh, I just read that. One of Cashman's better moves. Yes. One of Cashman's better moves. They got the third baseman, Victor, that I was saying earlier. They should have had at the start of the season. Cabrera is a utility player. He's not an everyday third baseman. He was doing well, though. I'll give him credit. He was doing well. But he's not an everyday third baseman. Ryan McMahon is. Can you imagine how happy? Ryan McMahon, that catch he made is Jeter-esque. I'm not comparing him to Derek Jeter. I'm talking about the hustle, the effort, and lack of concern for your own body or concerned about the team against the Red Sox when he flipped over their dugout wall to catch that ball. You know what that also was saying, Victor and guys, everybody? That's Ryan McMahon saying also, I don't ever want to be on a Colorado Rockies type team ever again. I'm going to do everything. If I break my neck, I'm not going back to the Colorado Rockies. He saw what it's like to play meaningful baseball. Meaningful baseball where the fans, he said the roar in Yankee Stadium where the fans really care about your every move, puts pressure on you to play better. He said in Colorado, they don't care. Nobody cares. Here, your every single move, if you play for the Yankees, you play for the Red Sox, the Phillies, those three type of teams, you will be called out for if you are slacking or you are not living up to what you're supposed to be doing. Ask Giancarlo Stanton what it was like when he first came to the Yankees. Everybody loves Big G now. Everybody loves him. But yeah. Dez, Cellar Dweller, Dez, Basement Squad partner that we haven't done in forever. Dez is in the chat. What's going on, Dez? Dez, Rangers are winning 5-1, 5-1, and Stella is ecstatic. She's got it. She's got the upper deck seats. Upper deck seats. What's happening, Dez? Victor, but lefty, yeah, 4 DHs. Right, A-Rod was 100% correct. Horrible. Think about it. If Cabrera wasn't hurt, I mean, like you have Caballero, Ahmad Rosario, Ben Rice, J.C. Escara, Austin Wells. You have all these lefty hitting catchers. It's crazy. And all those DHs. And Austin Slater, I know he got hurt. Remember him? He came over. What were you going to do with him? And why are you not getting pitching? Thank goodness. Our pitching staff next year, if everybody's like, oh, the Yankees are in trouble next season, Garrett Cole, who's going to be ready at the start of the season. The only good thing about his Tommy John surgery, he didn't look for 20 different people to do it. He just got it done so he could be back next season. He got it done right away. So he's back next season at the start of the season, not after July, after the All-Star break. Start of the season, he's back. That's what's up. Cole, Fried, Luis Heel, Rodon, and Schlittler. I wouldn't even start Clark Schmidt. I would put Clark Schmidt in the bullpen. Have Will Warren in the bullpen. I like Will Warren. There's games I don't like him. But I think overall, he's shown enough that he deserves a chance. Make him a long relief pitcher. Put Clark Schmidt. I'm sorry. I'd take Schlittler over Schmidt. I'm not a big Clark Schmidt fan as a starter. I'm just not. Sam Carrot bringing it up. Just put it on net. Nice back pass. Nice back pass again. Schneider on net. 7:45 left in the third period. I am going to turn to the end of the Lightning game when this Ranger game is over. Victor says, what's up, Dez? Brewers, 2-1 bottom of the fourth. Dez, what's up? Angus, I would not want to play in Colorado, especially, oh my gosh. If you guys remember, I'm going back now. Do you remember when Mike Hampton was traded from the Mets? He was a good pitcher in that time. He was one of the better pitchers in that time. Mike Hampton got traded to the Rockies. He said he always wanted to pitch, in Colorado. It's true. You can look it up. He said that. Like, you do? You want to pitch in Colorado? Des says, what's up? Des says, what's up? Des, what's going on? What's going on, Des? Crosby shot. Igor save again. Igor's a beast. He's given up 2 goals in 3 games. And this game's not over yet. 36 shots last game. Shutout. Theo, welcome to the basement. Cole turning 40 next year. I think Cole is turning 35 next year. But I get your point. So Garrett Cole will be back, and he's going to be on fire. But the Yankees need a bullpen. The Yankees need better hitting. They need better hitting. I get the Paul Goldschmidt thing, but, man, bring Pete Alonso over here. Sign me up for that all day. I don't know why the Yankees didn't go after him last offseason. That's what blows my mind about Brian Cashman. Why were you not even interested in bringing Alonso over? Another save by Igor. I mean, Goldschmidt is a Hall of Famer, great St. Louis Cardinal, right? He had a great first half of the season, but his age caught up. The second half of the season, he wasn't so great. They started starting Ben Rice, which they should, at first base. Goldschmidt was great in the locker room. They said great team leader, the whole 9. But why didn't you not even entertain Alonso or Bregman? You didn't even entertain these guys, which were way better than what we had. Weird. The latest word on Cole was late May, but I'm not putting anything into his return. I'm not a big Cole guy, never was. I'll put it like this, Victor. I like Garrett Cole a lot, but he wasn't the guy I thought we were getting, if that makes sense. Garrett Cole turned out to not be the guy I thought we were getting. I like him a lot, but I'll tell you what, the Red Sox, especially 6-1. What a beautiful one-timer. Beautiful one-timer. Laba to Taylor Reddish, who we just got. 2 new players on the Rangers. Laba, they never even thought he'd make the roster. Laba makes the roster. Instead of going to the Wolf Pack, Brian Berard went down. And Radish, another new New York Ranger. 6-1. Well, man, guys, they are making the Penguins pay for beating us in our home opener. Woo! They are making them pay. Remember, the Penguins they won 3-0, but they only scored 1 goal on us. The other 2 were empty netters. Not the same thing. So technically, they only beat us 1-0. I mean, technically 3-0, but really 1-0. We are hammering them. They only have 16 shots on net. This is way different than the Laviolette team from last year. Way different. And I don't know what happened there because Laviolette's first season, we won the President's Trophy. Everything was going great. And I'm sorry, I like Chris Drury, by the way, as GM, but I think Chris Drury was part of the reason why there was dissension in the locker room. Just calling out names of, Trouba, you're going to be gone. And, Kreider's on, Steven Kreider's on the trade block. Like, that's going to ruin some team chemistry right there. So I don't think it was all on Laviolette. I think Laviolette didn't play a lot of the younger players enough. Des, it's cool to be in here, you guys. What's going on, everyone? Stella Dweller. Yes, Angus named Stella Dweller. I brought her over a couple of times, but I don't want her chewing on my jersey. So, that's why I had to put her back up there. But she's chilling. 4:30 left in the game. Again, guys, I'm going to flip over to the Lightning game after the Rangers because they'll be halfway through the third period probably at that point. 5-1, Des. It's 6-1 now, Des. 6-1. Look at that. 6-1, third period. They are hammering them. Hammering them. Much deserved. Victor, our future right now is Cam. And Cam only. There's nothing proven other than him. Heel is not ready. Telling you. I still say, Victor, Will Warren deserves another look. David Cohn was big on him too. Like Will Warren has had enough good games. He's had some really bad ones. But he's shown in games. There was one game in particular, and David Cohn was calling it with Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill, I believe. But there was a game that Warren gave up like 4 runs in the first inning, and he was getting smacked. And then he didn't give up anything for like 4 or 5 more innings. That showed a lot of growth. He didn't crumble under the pressure there. He buckled down and let the Yankees kind of get back into it. It wasn't that long ago. It might have been in the beginning of September. It was around there. Bad first inning, but he settled down. He's had some really good games. I'd still give Will Warren another look. I definitely would give him another look. He's earned it. He's earned it. He's shown some maturity over the year. Cam, no doubt. What Cam did that whole half of the season, no doubt. Now, what's the big thing with pitchers, Victor? You know. Come around the second season, let's see if the batters have figured him out or if he's really a top gun. Have the batters figured him out? That's what he's going to have to be in the second season. That's what really tells the pitcher the second year. Can they keep it going? So we'll see. Max Fried, love the guy. He had a horrendous game against the Blue Jays, but had a great game. This is where analytics again. Why did you take Fried out of the first game against the Red Sox and Crochet goes the whole game? Crochet threw like 107, 110 pitches, something like that. Cora wasn't taking him out to go to his bullpen. But we did. We got rid of Fried, and we gave up the lead. Luke Weaver, right? He gave up the lead immediately. Immediately. Goes back to what I was saying earlier. When a team is being shut down by one pitcher, forget the analytics. You bring in another pitcher, you're giving that team new life. You gave the Red Sox new life. New life. Hey, we're going to take Fried out. You can't hit him. So we're going to put in somebody that hasn't been pitching well. We're going to put in Luke Weaver. He's not the Luke Weaver from last year. We're going to put him in. That's what I don't understand, Boone. But that's where I believe when Jeter, I said it a couple times here already, when Jeter said he doesn't think he's calling all the shots, that might have come from upstairs. Might have been like, hey, man, time to get Fried out of there. Why? So I don't know if it's all on Boone or not. When people said Boone should be fired, Boone ain't getting fired. Boone, there's no way they're firing Boone. No way. Boone's going to be here for the life of his contract. That was Panarin's first goal this season. Victor, you make a great point. I think the Yankees should get a little younger. They need to take care of pitching. Please take care of pitching. Couldn't be more proud. Couldn't be more proud. Let's go. Couldn't be more proud. This is what you got to do. You had a dud of a home opener. And that's what I hate. That's one thing I hate about the New York media. Is Mike Sullivan the right coach? After one game of an 82-game season? Maybe this is the reason why Pittsburgh let him go. He didn't make the playoffs the last 3 seasons. Would that have anything to do with aging players on the team? We're talking about the Yankees, right? How about the Penguins? Malkin, Crosby, Letang, they've been playing together for 20 years. Crosby is still top-notch, man. Erik Karlsson is not the Erik Karlsson that he was on the Ottawa Senators. He's an older player that they kind of got buried in a contract with. He hasn't been stellar for the Penguins. Could it be they had an older team that just couldn't keep up with the younger teams anymore? But because the Yankees. Oh, my gosh, Carrick with almost a beautiful backhand to the goalie. What's his name? Slovis. Silovis. For whatever reason, I cannot, maybe it's because I only have a high school education, cannot get his name down. I'm still on my 1 year off from college. Remember that? You graduate high school, you're going to take 1 year off before you go to college. I'm still on that year off. So I can't pronounce his last name. That's probably most of the reason why. And Carrick, that was a beautiful save by Silovis or whatever his name is. But he's given up 6 goals. So after one game, the media is just like, wow, is Mike Sullivan the right guy? Maybe the Penguins got rid of him at the right time. Because we lost the first game. We got shut out at home. It was because we were wearing our Centennial jerseys. It should have been a night to win. So the guys that's what I hate. That's the thing about coming to the New York market. You get shut out in your first game as a coach, all of a sudden, was this the right move? Well, I mean, you guys all wanted Laviolette gone. Now look at him. Now they're all going to love him. Remember when Brunson Remember when the New York media ripped the Knicks and told the fans because you missed out on Donovan Mitchell, now the Knicks are going to try to sell you that Brunson's going to save the city. That's not going to happen. You look it up. If you go back in time and look up the Knicks get Jalen Brunson somewhere around there, look it up. The New York media ripped the move and said, this guy will never be able to handle New York. Now they're all kissing his ass. Look it up. It's true. Joe Torre, which, I mean, I get it at the time, was called Clueless Joe when he was hired. Clueless Joe. He was a losing manager when he came in, and the haters will tell you, well, he had Don Zimmer as his bench coach, Mel Stottlemyre as his pitching coach. How about collectively, they had a great coaching team. But, yeah, look that up. The media ripped. Shilovs? Thank you, Bruin. Bruin, you always have to save me because you know my pronunciation of names is horrendous. I'm a huge sports fan, but I chop names up all the time. Bruin will tell you, right? Bruin, I chop names up all the time. What was my worst one, Bruin? I know you remember a couple of my doozies, man. I've named some people that were really bad. I just name it like confidently, like I know that's how you pronounce the name. I should call him Swiss cheese because that's what he is, really. Swiss cheese in net for the Penguins. What a payback game. You know what the Penguins fans are thinking right now? Why did we get rid of Mike Sullivan? That's what they're thinking of right now. Because their head coach, Dan Muse, was Peter Laviolette's assistant last year on the Rangers. And what the Penguins are watching right now is what we watched last year, losing 6-1 in games and getting dominated by the end of the second period. Right, Schnazzy and Ranger fans, right? We were getting murdered in every game. We were 4-15 last December. We're out shooting them 30-19. Thank you, Bruin, again, because I've been looking at his name. It's not. By the way, guys, you guys, I always tell you guys the truth. I don't beat around. If I don't know something, I don't know it. When I told you I don't know this guy's name, it's not because I couldn't see the back of his jersey. I'm looking at the back of his jersey every time I said I don't know this guy's name. I'm reading his name the entire time. It's not like I couldn't see it. So there's that. Ten seconds left in the game. We're going to turn over to the Lightning. I think the Rangers are going to win this one, guys. 6-1 beat down. Shilovs. She loves. What? So I said the other. Wait, you had Shy. Wait a second, Bruin. Rangers win 6-1. Now, Bruin, you had Shy loves. How does that not say Shy loves? Did you just set me up? Now you're saying it's she loves. This one's on you now, Bruin. Shy loves. That's what that says. Shy loves. Now you're telling me it's she loves. It's Swiss cheese. That's his name. Angus, California. Oh, the Angles. Thanks for bringing that up, Angus. Yes, the Angles. And you guys argue with me, and I said Angles. It's Angles. It's Angles. Yes, that's right. California Angles. I eat it. We all have something in here, right? Mr. Marine will never let Gunner live down the Nickelback when we're talking about like Iron Maiden and Metallica and like monster metal bands. And he's like, I like Nickelback. What? It's like talking about Jay-Z and Nas, and you're bringing Young MC into that conversation. All right, so flip it over to the Lightning for now. What a 6-1 beatdown. What a payback game for the Rangers. Now watch. Now they'll all love Mike Sullivan. This was a great pickup. 2 days ago, they were wondering if he was the right guy because we got shut out. All right, so we got a face-off at the Devil's End. Ooh, 3:17 left in the third. The Lightning are down 5-3. They were down 3-0 earlier. I know, Stella. They were down 3-0. They came back, but is Vasilevsky in net? He's having a. Oh, they have an empty net. Oh, they almost scored. I'll be doing Lightning games this year too, but so far they've been playing at the exact same time the Rangers have been playing. I wish it was every other night because then we could have a game, each night. But anyway, Oh, the Devils are trying to get an empty netter. I hope they don't get it because this game, I mean, it's already. I remember back when you wouldn't dare pull your goalie unless it was under 2 minutes left in the game. Now teams are pulling them with like 4 minutes left in the game. Oh, wide of the empty net. I would have posted Shy loves it. But, dude, where is it? All right, well, how do you – Shy, S-H-I, Shy. Well, how else do you pronounce S-H-I? She? She would be S-H-E. S-H-I, loves, L-O-V-S. Loves? Shy loves? She loves? She loves? Swiss cheese, that's his name. Swiss cheese. But that is kind of Shy loves, is it not? Is it not she? S-H-I is not she. Oh, another shot on empty net. And they missed it again. Icing again on the Devils. 2:12 left in the third period. 5-3. Tampa Bay pull off a miracle. Igor, Schnazzy. I love Brunson so much because his first year with the team was my first year as a fan. Right on time. Right on time. Yeah, look that up just for fun. Look up the New York media. The Knicks get Brunson from Dallas. Look at it. They trashed the move, and then they say the poor New York Knicks fans are going to be smoked by the front office telling them this is just as good a pick as Donovan Mitchell would have been. Oh, they clown on Brunson. Now they all love him. Now they all love him. Now they all kiss his ass. Now, did we expect Brunson to be as great as he was going to be? Because, he played with Luka. Luka was the leader of the team, and Brunson was the two. So, to be fair, I wouldn't expect him to be the level that he's carried this team. But, man, they trash it as if this guy was going to be a joke. It's true. Oh, I think the Devils are getting a penalty. The goal that Markstrom just threw it into the crowd. Power play for the Lightning. Now they got 6-on-4, guys. Minute 50 left in the game. The Lightning got 6-on-4. This could be meaningful. Jacob Markstrom for the Devils. The Lightning were coming down. He took the puck and just flipped it right into the crowd. That's an automatic penalty. She loves Shy. Dude, we're done with that name. I'm over it. Swiss cheese. Nobody's perfect. I get it. Read some of my typing. That's true, Angus. It's true. I'm going to chop names up. Yeah, but then how do you – okay, Bruin, you're going to keep this going. Mike, New York Rangers, first full game of hockey. First full game of hockey. Mike, yes. Mike, subscribe. Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. I think you already are in, Mike. Thank you for showing back up in here. First full game of hockey. Look at the way we played. Look at the way our defense played. Adam Fox scored his third goal of the season in 3 games. 2 today and the other one against Buffalo, right? He didn't score his third goal till the 48th game last year. There's too much dissension on the team. Laviolette got all of the blame, and I'm sorry, some of it, if not a good portion of it, also is on Chris Drury. The way the team was run and the rumors and everything floating from the front office down to the team was total dissension of the team. Mika Zibanejad, you notice he's back to the Mika he was 2 years ago? One-timer, shot. Pass, shoot. Last year it was pass to Mika, he'd pass it off. Biggest problem that scares me, Mike, is the Hey, Mike, are you Laffy Taffy Trouba Train? Is that Mike? Oh, Tampa almost scored. Minute 20 left. Kucherov, one-timer, shot. Nope, missed. Oh, they cleared it out. Minute left in the game. They're still down by 2. Minute 20 left in the power play. Well, okay, then how do you pronounce S-H-I? She? It's not she. There would be an E. Bruin, I don't think you're going to win this one. I know I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I'm chopping it up. But you're not doing a very good job of explaining it. Shoot! Come on, you guys can't pass, man. It's 45 seconds. Keep shooting. How about Keandre Miller leaves the Rangers, scores 2 goals? Oh, another shot. Markstrom save again. I'll tell you what, the Devils. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, baby. Step up. Shoot it! They cannot. Markstrom saving everything. Oh, the game's over. 6 seconds left. The game is over. Wow, the Devils hold on. I'll tell you what, the Devils, Jacob Markstrom, once they got a goalie, they were good. Lindy Ruff got fired from the Devils, and they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. Because they didn't have a goalie. Their goalies were average to below average before they picked up Markstrom, who was a beast with the Calgary Flames. That was a great pickup for the Devils. And that's why they're back in contention again. They fell off that 1 year because they had no goalie. You could have the greatest lines in front of you, man. If your goalie is average to below average, you are not going to win a lot of games. I don't care what your lines are. You know, if your goalie is crap, you ain't going to win a lot of games. That's the way it is. Right, Stella? Guys, this has been a ball. What we're going to do. No, Stella, no. Can't let her chew on my jersey. The New York Jets play tomorrow morning. We're going to take our humiliating circus over to London so we can embarrass ourselves over there. We can show all of London that we're a waste of space of a team. So tomorrow at 9:30, I should be on for the Jets' next huge embarrassing failure overseas. If I'm 10 minutes late on the game, the Jets will be down 17-0. If I miss the first quarter, they'll be down 17-0. I will be on. I'd like to be on at the start of the game at 9:30. If I'm not, I will be on at some point. The Rangers also play tomorrow night against the Capitals. That's a big game. That's if I had to choose between the two. If I could do both games, I will do both games. But let's focus on the Jets tomorrow. 9:30 in the morning. We're taking our humiliating, embarrassing circus to get our asses beaten in London tomorrow. So let's watch it together. We're 0-5. We could have 3 wins. We could, but we don't. You are what your record says you are. So much truth in that. Bruins win 3-1. All right, Bruin. And you guys beat the Sabres, right? You beat the Sabres. The Sabres, that's where Gunnar and I have something in common. The Buffalo Sabres are the New York Jets of hockey. You notice, by the way, there's a couple of things the media loves to do. Dez, you didn't have to do that. Dez, you didn't have to do that. Good night, Dez. Good night. Love you, always love you. Thank you so much for showing up, Dez, tomorrow morning at 9:30. JETS. Thanks, Dez. Love you. Where did I leave off? It's shy if there's a why. You guys we're going to have to continue this tomorrow, Bruin. Whatever, forget it then. We're not forgetting it. Hey, Victor, thanks for showing up. Much appreciated. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the Jets tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern time. Rangers Capitals tomorrow night at 7. I'm trying to do both games tomorrow, guys. Trying to do both. I'll try at least get in one of them. And that's about it. I had another point and it's totally gone. It's completely gone. Night, Bruin. I will be on there. I'll be bright and early in the morning. Take care. Angus, like I said, I might be a little late. I might not be here at game start. I hope I am, but I might not be on at actual game kickoff, but I will get on. I guess that's it. I had another point to make. It's gone. It's gone now. Have a good night, everyone. Schnaz, great to see you back in here. Great to see everybody back in here. And shout out to you guys for still supporting the channel. I told you guys I'm working on another huge project with Jerry and I are. You can go back into my videos around March where my producing partner, Jerry, is on there. His web series is on there, Upcode. You guys have seen it. If you haven't, I've dropped the link in here plenty of times. I'll drop it in again tomorrow morning, or I'll drop it in the Discord again. We're going really well with our script right now. We're pushing it forward. So that's really what's taking up a lot of my time. But I do appreciate you guys' continued support. That's why I put in here. This is just a live hangout. We're just hanging out like we always do. Basement hangout. Basement hangout, guys. So good night, everybody. And I will Stella Dwella, and I will see you all tomorrow for the JETS, taking the circus to London. Thanks, guys. See you.